you should be going.
Welcome back once again to Oathbound Roads. Last time was something of an eventful session, so I'll try to keep the recap brief. The Unbowed embarked upon Vask's favorite holiday of the year, Glowentide, celebrating such heartwarming, organ-bursting, sappy things as dead eldritch abominations washing up on beaches ripe for the harvesting. It brings the family together, you know? Mm-hmm. And they were subjected to many Glowentide miracles, including, but not limited to, mass hallucinations, organ plundering, bears, and lots of crabs, the patron saint animals of this event and occasion. Now,
Hildegard even became one.
it's true. Really getting into the spirit of the holiday. Now, after acquiring some pretty good spoils all around, a storm began to blow in, and they retreated and allowed to take part in a rather climactic fight between two young copper-scaled dragons and a larger one that appeared to have some kind of fell taint about it. Several decisive actions, a nasty finishing blow from Vask. The beast went down and sank into the surf, the dragon swiftly swooping down and blasting the corpse until there was nothing left but smoke and cinders. After which, they landed. Though still quite young, towering on each side over the party, and began to speak. All right, get my ambience going. And we're going to go back to the map.
Oh boy.
Ooh. It rains.
Yep. As the fight drew to a close, the distant storm that had been ever growing closer finally, truly arrived. It helps, not much is saving you from the smell at the moment. Burnt flesh and rot and all manner of things is covering and coating the entire low coastline in a thin layer of, well, very gross corpse mist.
Ugh.
You all gather your breath as the two dragons land, and what few tainted crabs in the area there are immediately scuttle away and hide under rocks.
Good call.
Oh shit, big predators.
Big zappies.
Big zappy seagulls.
All right.
Nobody will to give them both a salute.
The two dragons regard the body for a moment, just patiently waiting to see any signs of movement. But when nothing comes to pass,
Were they killed?
One of them, the one on the left on the map here, they just snort out a little plume of ozone smelling smoke. At long last. Well, I will not begrudge you your timing.
Well met, Kostra.
Yes, I thought I spotted a familiar enough silhouette.
Right.
Drake out at these
Yeah.
parts. Whole scale, no less.
I am. Is it with the term to be unhived or outcasts?
Uh, Either of those terms is fine, really.
Okay, I am unhived, but I recognized the direness of the situation.
The dragon on the other side, their head just kind of tilts almost completely around, upside down, just looking down at you, the long neck craning. Just someone from Daynor actually left. What a surprise. They've got it so good in there, you'd think they'd never leave. They usually don't. To which the other dragon responds with a somewhat impatient huff. Like, regardless, your aid was welcome and appreciated. You have the honor of speaking with Ristik, child of the Visvarasi horde. That is my sibling and counterpart, Orwell. Charmed.
Mystic and Orwell.
Ristik and Orwell, I'll spell the names.
Mystic.
Thank you.
Ugh. It's really
I
just the perfect dichotomy of fantasy universes. This is
I
Plethoric and Joe.
I currently do not have a name, but my companions here are Garm, Hildegard, Vask, and Vara, and Mitch.
We are the errant group known as the Unbound.
I crossed paths with them not long ago and took up travels with them as I look for my future.
Orwell here on the right leans down and sniffs at the group a little bit. Says something in the full-fledged dragon tongue to his companion.
I believe we talked about that. Like I can't speak the full-fledged tongue, but I've been around it enough that I can sort of understand it.
You can understand most of it. There's enough to get the gist. But yeah, it is not a language someone this as small as you guys could ever fully replicate. It requires a big body and a long snout.
And huge lungs.
Two of them speak to each other for a moment.
Is it one of those
Okay.
like languages where we feel it more than hear it because it's
There's
lower
a
than
bit
what
of
we
a
can
rumble to it. It's not quite as low as the Furbolg's native tongue is. That is almost entirely infrasound. This is just a lot of rumbles and growls and hissing sounds that each one apparently carries paragraphs of meaning within.
I bet the dragon's
quite-
one of the
it's-
few people who could competently speak for a Bolg.
Oh, they're capable of it.
It's quite nice. It's quite a nice language to listen to. I believe. Dragon language.
It's
hear.
fascinating for
Crocodile
sure.
rumbling.
What are they talking about?
The best gist you can have is that Orwell here is not 100% sure how to react to the fact that it's a group of errants here. There's a little discussion there, like they might ask for coin. They might be engaging in that. They might have been sent here for a purpose. We need to figure that out. We need to deduce that.
Hmm.
To which Ristik, who pretty calmly reacts with a relax. It's like, they helped us take Ectil down. It's like, that's only happened in the last few hours, not long enough for anyone to catch wind and send out word to an errant group.
Okay. It's not common for even other Draken to understand the full, like, even to it. A lot of others would, even Dragonborn and Kobold would not be able to understand the full spoken language. Yeah.
And then you'd catch a stray word here and there. Your version of the language is a very dumbed down, simplified version.
Yeah, and nobody can only understand because they talked directly to the mothers quite a bit.
Yep.
Well, not giving away that they understand it, but they will say, my companions and I were harvesting from the Glowentide.
Oh. Thought I smelled a bit of fell taint upon you. Take care to make use of this rain and wash it off while you can. The effects can be
That's the glowing
dangerous.
guy with tattoos standing next to a floating beholder.
Yeah, don't think they're not clocking that.
You mentioned that, what was it? Or Ectel?
Ectel,
They
yes.
mentioned that during the fight, yeah. Ectel had eaten tainted meat.
In a manner of speaking, yes. It's our best guess.
May I ask how long ago it was that he was normal?
Oh, mere days ago.
Wow.
That's fast.
Yes, it's a concerning thing. We are ourselves, till recently the three of us, recently vacated from our birth lair. Finally grown enough to go out and seek our own realm. This coastline was satisfactory for the three of us. It had enough resources, enough food. Normally, fell creatures are not so much of a concern for one such as ourselves. Our power is usually enough to sustain itself even with such potentially dangerous ingredients. The Glowentide seemed like an ample time for a feast. He flew off into the depths and then came back, mad and screeching, and, well, you see how it ended.
Perhaps he ate some kind of particularly powerful fellstone.
Perhaps. I know not. Either way, your aid will be remembered. When I am one day mother of my own lair, I shall name children after you. That way your memory will persist centuries after your fragile small lives are over.
Ugh. Which one said that?
That was Ristic.
The friendly one.
Nobody does.
He seems to like us better than Orwell.
Yeah, nobody does wince a little bit at that, but I am honored. I have been searching for my place in my shady world.
Well, they share eye contact and speak again in the dragon tongue for a moment in a bit more of a higher pitched tone.
It's just over the link is like, is this what it's like when people know we're talking telepathically, but we don't include them?
It's pretty close, yes. I can, even those among my kind can't understand this tongue. The language that you all know and speak is a simplified version of it. Our bodies are simply not large enough and complex enough to speak the language. Most cannot understand it, but as I spent a lot of time around my Hord's mothers, I do understand enough to get the gist of what they're saying. a moment ago, they were concerned that, well, Orwell was concerned whether we had been sent here to deal with something and wanted coin for our services. Which is why I brought up the Glowing Tide. I don't want them assuming we are trying to get something out of them.
Mhm. Well, we could literally show them our haul to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, we've been busy.
What is this? Uh,
Conversation.
yeah. What is this conversation happening?
They seem to be intentionally speaking at a pitch that would be harder for you to follow.
Oh, can I roll something to try and pick up on it?
Perception will work.
Alrighty. This is auditory, so I wouldn't get my my advantage on it. I don't think. Right?
Nope.
Hair
Nah.
on radar dishes just to play off the side of their helmet. It's like, are you listening? No.
I guess gotta check. I think it's yeah, that rely on sight, but this is sound. So
17? Okay.
17.
You roll the 12.
Once you start listening, you catch the tail end that the two of them appear to be in a bit of a disagreement over something, but you're not sure what.
Hmm. Nobody will like look back and forth between them, but not
There we go.
not interrupt.
That's better.
Putting on
Well.
the look of like, I don't know what you're saying, but I don't want to be rude and interrupt either.
Well, we thank you dearly for your aid, Unbowed, and you, the... Okay, what? Hold on, I need to look up my little lexicon of dragon. I forget it. Never mind. So, and you, yes, the Daynor Drake. The one who has not, the one who has cast off their net.
Yes.
You say that you have only happened upon them in a short time. Well, we are prepared to extend an offer.
Offer.
We are young still, and not quite at the stage where we are confident enough to stake out and create a lair of our own. At this point, it is still more prudent for the two of us to lair together. But that will happen for many, many a moon and many a season. So if you crave stability, perhaps you might be of assistance to us. What sort of talents are you capable of? Your armor appears to be quite advanced.
They're gonna adopt you.
Ooh. They actually do. Holy shit. Nobody visibly like. Oh man. They go through the 5 stages of grief. Just so many emotions wash over them.
They're trying to poach you.
Yeah, and just
I should also specify
Nobody-
that that was also said in the dragon tongue, the version that you can speak.
was that Ristic who said that?
Yep.
Yeah. I designed this armor myself.
Impressive.
Yes, I am an artificer.
Ah,
I
I've
was,
heard tales of that sort of thing among the eastern lairs.
I
A
was
sort of
once-
magic that can be crafted for those who lack the ability to do it and through their own blood.
Yes,
It's a fascinating application. Well, we are nestled in a nearby cave grotto. If you so desire it, we could make plentiful use of your services.
just be courteous and say, I appreciate the offer and I will keep it in mind.
No, well, yeah, I know, but nobody is just. A lot of things are are running through them right now. Just.
We could offer you stability and a taste of the home that they clearly thought you suit to cast you out from.
I am beyond flattered.
Excellent, shall we then?
I must.
You should probably phrase it in such a way that, you have pre-existing obligations and you don't want conflicting loyalties,
Or just
Show them that, you are actually a good worker while at the
Just
same
I
time
am-
declining them.
or just hey, I need more time to kind of come to terms
Hold
with.
on.
We're
We're
just
just-
trying to help.
I know what they're going to say, but nobody is just like the stumbling is in character. They just so many things are running through their head and their emotions right this second. I will not decline offhand. This is an extremely generous offer from the both of you. But I have this errant group. I have given them my word to assist them in things. They have saved my life on more than one occasion already, and have aided me in my time and my struggles adjusting to no longer being part of a hive or horde. I also cannot decline such an offer offhand. It's not many will get such an offer.
You can hear Orwell mutter under his breath, very much in a. You actually do catch a little bit of the word ungrateful in there.
Oh, okay. And you two you two are extremely impressive. I I cannot. I.
Do
God.
they understand our tongue?
No, they do not.
Then you do not need to mince words.
I care for them.
Do they care for you?
They do. When I was at my lowest point, confronted with things that were awful, that I could not argue against, they offered me friendship and companionship.
You can hear Orwell yet again, this time speaking low, just. This one is an oak in a storm, Ristic. They have chosen their lot.
No, I do not want to dismiss it offhand.
And yet you are.
No, I do. May I ask the two of you something?
I will hear your words. Ristic says, kind of puffing up a little bit.
What kind of hordes will the two of you create?
Oh, there are centuries ahead before that happens, but yes. You'll be mighty. Be the sort of force that cannot be ignored.
Will you be insular, like my own horde is?
The copper layers have never held to such practices as the coal scales. Your lot prefer your singular valley, and you remain there communally. A practice that most other of our kind grow out of the time they're done with their wormling teeth.
That is good.
It is good that you have left and are more exposed to the wider world than one singular patch of peaks.
I am learning much. Which is
Much
why
more
I
there
must
is to learn.
Which is why I must ask my next question. Will your offspring, dragon, kobold, would no, regardless, will you care for them?
They are our progeny. They are our legacy. They will.
But will they be?
A lair is only as good as its progeny is cared for.
But will you send them off to die in droves, or eat them if one of them speaks unkindly to you?
You hear Orwell just mutter under his breath again, just, they know hearts are more savage than I thought.
Will you listen to the smallest single-syllabled kobold and hear what they have to say? Will you see the peoples around you suffering and argue amongst yourselves whether you should watch them burn or help them? Nobody's kind of bracing for some kind of anger or, pushback, some kind of they think this is some pretty well, as far as I know, this is some pretty out there topics to put out there.
You've turned the interview around on them.
Kinda, yeah.
My God, this little one's turned liberal and woke.
Why should I work
Fuck.
here for you? You tell me that. Why are you hiring?
They leave work. They leave their home for 3 weeks and they become a communist.
Got it for 3 weeks, but also 3 months, depending on who you ask.
Oh my god, you know what? It's the fucking Amish from Springer.
It kind of is.
Except the Amish in this case would be hyper advanced. They're the ones with oh god.
It's the opposite. It's
Wakanda!
the hyper. It kind of is. Yeah, they Ristic just kind of rears his
Except the
neck up,
dragons eat the
about as
vibranium.
tall as it can go, probably better part of 20 feet up in the air, glowing bright blue eyes looking down at you.
They
Slight
stand.
head tilt.
They stand tall. I have been confronted with the goods and bads. of our people. Even that, just being able to say that alone is not something I would have been able to do weeks, months ago. And this, the way I speak is repellent to the two of you, that I will respectfully decline your offer. If you are willing to hear me out, I would be willing to give you my advice and my support, even if I cannot be here physically because of previous obligations. I was once a three-syllabled, titled member of my horde. I am not nothing. I recognize my own worth. And they look, both of them, in the eyes, one after the other. Will you recognize the worth of those you bring in and those who you sire? There's a little. The rest of you can say it. There's a little bit of a tremble in one of their hands.
All right. How are they gonna go about this?
Should I?
Sensing it's a little tense, Basket is going to just pass you back the clockwork amulet.
Thank you. Should I roll something? Or
No,
I just
not
gotta
yet.
wait and ride this out?
Not yet.
Okay.
Ride the storm.
There's a small thank you to Vass. You hand him the
Nods.
amulet. Oh yeah, over the link, you guys get emotions. Uh, mostly fear and worry, but a bit of hesitant, like hope. No words because they're a little beyond that, but their feelings are coming through pretty strong.
Orwell mutters something. That same almost impossible to discern pitch.
Mm.
Spreads wings, takes off into the storm. Ristic's eyes follow him for a moment. You could see them just kind of half-lidded, very much in a, like, you're making us look bad by doing that sort of way.
Yeah.
I look forward to the day when I am grown enough to not require their presence any longer. Slithers along a little bit closer.
Oh. I'm sorry for making this more difficult than you expected.
There is no matter through which we cannot overcome. The head leans and lowers down to where he's looking eye to eye with you. We are dragons. Even
they look back
that
in the
includes
eye.
you.
Oh. They look a little surprised at that.
Ristix is
I know
the
not your.
progressive one.
I know not your tale. I know not what weight you carry. But it is clearly a great burden. I am centuries away from such matters as you question me of.
I understand this, but
I am curious what motivates you to such overt concern.
I have come to the realization recently that I will be forgotten one day. And, well, most assuredly, not even my name will be remembered. Not even amongst my horde. And that's true for my siblings as well. Even, maybe even some of the mothers. And the mothers...
That is why we seek splendor.
And the mothers see us as a means to an end. To do what must be done until we no longer can. And we look down at the other races that are not ancient and powerful like we are.
Is this not simply the way of things, though?
It shouldn't be the way of things. These people, they have accomplished things that I do not believe a dragon could. Are you aware of Forgon?
I was like, no, don't bring me into this, no. I'm not having a conversation with a giant fucking snake
Don't
thing.
worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
That's just Trappoon and the Errands are gonna get in there with the Citadel fucking be like, the dragons are already there, like, hey, fuck off.
Congratulations, you are putting so many adventurers out of a job.
Hey, hold on. Have you heard the stories? The mist?
The great veil of fog in the center of the mire, yes.
Yes, nobody falls apart into fog before reforming. I have been there. They have been there. And it is because of us that the fog has lifted.
Just over like, why are they looking at us like that, nobody?
I told them that it was because of us that Forgon is now free.
Oh, well, there goes the neighborhood.
I am not recommending they go there.
Pretty sure they wouldn't survive that big crab thing.
There are still dangers in Forgon, including creatures as big, almost as big as a mother. It's
Wait,
not a safe place.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, please go.
You meant, or they mentioned something about the giant crab. Did they see the storm crab out in the waters?
They
Oh
did
my
not
God.
mention it.
It is not a safe place yet, but errands may already be making work on fixing that. And that would not have been done through our people alone. Our people are strong, yes, it's undoubtedly so. But our people have become too proud. Perhaps some hordes are different. I cannot say. I have not been inside of another horde yet. All I know is what I have seen and what I have heard.
Just a big huff out of very ozone-heavy air from the nose. Right in your face in that. Because he
Yeah,
was still down at eye level.
they let that happen. I understand that these are not normal things said, especially by unhived individual. I do not want to be fodder again. But I
The
love,
head tilts and they rear back up.
I love my people, even though I am now more visible of their flaws. And we do have flaws.
The eyes narrow a bit at that.
It is not a bad
I
thing to have them. Oh boy.
will honor my word. When I am laird, and a proper mother of my own, when I bring vast hordes into this realm, through which my splendor will continue and propagate through.
Yes, you
I will
should.
remember your aid this day. I will remember your names. And I will remember the aid you provided. Perhaps we were not able to render our own. You have clearly chosen another realm and home of your own.
I have, but I would
Farewell then, nameless.
I would be honored to be a horde friend if you would accept my counsel.
I think you have shared plentiful counsel. The wings
Can I-
spread and they take off up into
Can
the
I
air.
Say them.
You can.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Natural 20!
I primed the roll 20 for you.
Holy shit!
All right, well,
This is the deciding factor!
apologies. This is a paragraph.
Yeah, I am extremely tense.
I would expect they're a little confused by like the interaction for 12 minutes, and we're getting a biography.
It's raining, so there must be ducks.
Fell
Yeah,
ducks.
It's a lot.
Well-
It's a lot for a dragon to take in or even accept that they aren't perfect.
You know, it'd be a problem. A foul swan.
Oh my god!
It's that fucking goose hydra thing that's been circles around the D&D art
Yeah.
communities now and again. But a swan, so it's worse.
The honkening.
The yonkening.
So how do you think I did, guys?
Did as well as you could. It's just dragons don't like to be told that they're not perfect.
Yeah.
We literally are. I mean, look at all the other dragon species that came before us who weren't. We're the product of an iterative design.
Trying to convince them that, like, you know, we aren't perfect, and maybe we should, like, listen to the people around us and what would be below us.
Look, I'm not particularly religious, but I'm pretty sure the God who made us stopped at us because why improve upon perfection? Obviously, we were replaced.
That's actually exactly what it is.
Exactly. Do you know better than that God? I don't think so.
Way to go, Blub.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Vask is blind, but Blub has the extra eyes right now, so.
Blub just had a
He is
brain blast.
He's full of eyes. He's full of eyes.
A brain blast about nothing in particular. Those insights you only get when you're in the shower.
Blood just over there, and you see him like realize something, and he's just like this.
The universe.
Oh yeah, that.
Boy, here we go. Oh boy, here we go.
Flower of Enlightenment. We still got to figure out what Karkel's little growth spurt had to do with the miasma, or what the end result of that is.
Okay.
Well, you know how like huffing fumes is, really dangerous for you. Not so for Karkle.
Well, yeah, he's Spellspawn.
That's
He wants to huff the gasoline. It's good for him.
okay. That's
listen.
that's
Oh boy, paint!
that's better than it could have. That's way better than it could have gone. As Ristic is flying away, nobody will say, if you do ever desire my aid or my counsel, I am Alloy.
There's just a loud scraping screech in the stormy night air as he flies away.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it's still talking at me.
That's
Based on your knowledge of things, it's less a angry declaration or anything so much as just it's basically a call of defiance to the storm. A declaration of their own power. I'm here, I exist. Stuff like that.
Smite me, oh mighty smiter.
It's dragon stemming is what it is.
Not far off.
so like them doing that in response to me saying that was probably just a
Confirmation.
You are
Like-
heard.
yeah, okay. Once they are gone, nobody heaves over. And then, they throw up.
Told you not to breathe it in.
That gross, fiery,
Yeah.
whatever. Visibly shaking, they kind of lower themselves to the ground. Stare off in the direction that they flew.
Midge walks up and kind of calmly puts a hand right where the shoulders and neck meet. That went a lot better than last time I talked to my own people.
The muscle is very tense under Midge's hand. Not because they touched them, but just like.
Shivering, and not just because it's cold.
Yeah,
By the way, Vask, he made like a sheet of ice that is just floating over the both of us, just as like an umbrella.
Right.
You're the D6s. You'll catch death from cold.
It'll be fine.
I do not know if what I said will make a difference. I look up at the bench. It will.
I think alloy sounds great.
Wait, you understand?
It's a word. Yeah, I actually was. We're taught a little bit of your tongue, old alliances and all.
Oh, that's good. I was feeling kind of guilty that no one could follow the conversation.
It happens.
Yes, I have chosen my name. I am Alloy.
It is a very nice name.
Fitting.
I've seen the bad. I know the bad and the good my people can do. I have been recovering from realizing the bad they can do. But I think they can do good, and that's what I told Ristic. That they could be a different kind of mother, and I do not think Orwell took too kindly. What is that moving over there? oh, it's the monkey. I don't think either of them were very fond of my words. But they're young. They're younger, perhaps, than both of them combined might be younger than I am.
With that, Hildegard looks over at Eloy, just like, yeah, when does telling someone a young person they're wrong ever work?
But
Worked on me.
How
I
many
guess
times?
I guess I'm the exception, though.
No,
And
how many
I am
times
for-
did that take before it actually settled in?
That is true. Yes.
I was, for all intents and purposes, even would have been their superior had I not given up my name.
They both had only 2 syllables, so yeah, wouldn't you actually be over them a tiny bit back in your old life?
Maybe even, it would be rare, but maybe even more than a tiny bit. I was
It would
as
have been funny
high.
to see their reactions if you said your old name.
I don't want to give away that much information. Telling them about Foragon, I wasn't entirely sure either, but I wanted to prove the point that, well,
Hello.
you all,
Hello?
not just you as people, but to other races that live around us. They have things that they can bring that we can't. The shorter lifespans mean that the impacts of what you do in that time is even greater. The relationships you form being more than just a familial relationship to get something out of your progeny. Mitch, you live longer than even many dragons might. I mean, not a mother, but still.
No, not many of your kind make it that far.
Exactly. There's so much things that can be done differently if we just weren't so sure of our superiority. They didn't particularly like to hear that, but I don't know, Ristic might have taken some of it to heart. I don't know. Maybe one day they'll make a horde that just takes over this entire continent. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll make a horde where lost dragon like me could, or people like you, Mitch, who are looking for a place. Maybe. That's half expecting one of them to strike me down. That's not. If my mother heard me say that, I would be dead. My father maybe not, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, that makes 3 of us. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to... I'm pretty sure I've gained several pounds of wet hair now. I would like to...
Yeah, it's coming down pretty bad.
We can do our best to wrap up anything on the beach, but I'd like to go back to the tower now.
I mean it. By the way, you've all changed how I think about my own people and your peoples a lot.
That's, the thing with new ideas is they force you to look at things differently than you did before.
Yeah.
It's not surprising that once you step out of your bubble, you begin to think differently.
I might thinking differently, yes. I might go down in history as a radical amongst my people, which wouldn't be the most pleasant outcome, but shrugs. I
would definitely be
not.
remembered that way.
Yeah, but I'd rather be remembered for something good.
Why
I want to
wouldn't
be remembered for something other than being, a nice person.
Well, no. When they say radical, they mean like a radical who should not be who don't listen to them. They were bad. Not radical as in, radical new idea.
A
So you want
challenger
to be
to the status quo.
Yeah. They want to
I
make
mean-
it different.
Che Guevara does have the right number of syllables.
God damn it. I will be an alloy. I will learn from my people and yours. And I will be better for it.
There you are. Just wondering
I
where you
only
were.
hope that they will take after that as well. Thank you, all of you. I
Sure.
was frightened, especially as I got deeper into that. But knowing you were all here, it was your presence was. You were the eye of the storm. There's a small, small smirk.
Sure. Can we have this conversation when I'm not getting pelted by rain?
It is, yeah, it's actually starting to physically hurt.
Oh, see, this was actually nice on my
The
scale.
Vask underneath the ice umbrella.
The wind's blowing
Yes.
enough to where it's starting to come down sideways, so you're having to kind of hold it at an angle.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, just
no.
angling it like a shield.
It's raining sideways. Where's your umbrella? Inside out
It's a
2
good thing
miles
my
away.
I am both physically small and do not have a lot of body fat. I am in danger of dying.
Soccer
go,
might
let's
take
go.
off
No.
without wings.
Hold on. Like Stormbite walks over and just gingerly picks up both of the D6s under an arm and just starts walking.
Oh, this is interesting.
D6s.
Yep.
I could. Alright. Blub just follows behind, like.
A stiff breeze might blow you two away at this rate.
Farah is just dangling there
I'm not-
like a horrible wet kitten.
Vask, the 40-year-old guy with the paunch, just incredulous.
There is no resistance from Farah. She just like goes limp. Like, all right, this is happening.
You're a ragdoll. Good to know.
Oh god.
You're used
Soccer-
to this. Jenna did it.
Soccer and Stormbite probably get along. They're both electric mammals.
We'll see. Hildegard is using Mage as a weather windbreaker.
Yeah. Soccer's a raccoon now, so he's a little more sturdy, but he will like run up to whoever will let him and like grab onto their leg.
Nobody will let them. I mean, Alloy
Alloy will let them.
will let Soccer cling.
All right. We have a new name.
We have a name.
And that interaction didn't go absolutely sideways.
No, it wasn't
Unlike the rain.
perfect, and it wasn't perfect, and it
You
may
know-
take a while to bear fruit, but nobody at least, well, Alloy at least, has a credo, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's a plane over the lake where Vask goes. If they turned aggressive, they're gonna find out what it's like to be a short crab for an hour. Vask's solution to everything: polymorph into crab or snail.
Some kind of mollusk or crustacean. Your choice.
Depends on how angry I am at you. Very
Hey, you
angry,
want some-
snail.
But hey,
Speaking of
you
which-
want some muscles? You're gonna be happy as a. You're gonna be happy as a clam.
I'm
Not trying to scallop you out of a good deal.
gonna leave.
You know, turning a giant clam would be a interesting polymorph for something you don't want to die. Just be like, here, just sit there for a while.
Sit there and
I
think
need
about
you to
what
be
you've
as
done.
close to invulnerable as you can for an hour.
Ooh.
All right.
But we
Thank
get
you
back to the
for
tower.
that, PB.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So as you walk along, the rain does come down pretty heavy, but you do start to see that between the fight and you don't know how long the lot of you were tripping balls, but
We were doing that, weren't we?
Yeah.
yeah, a couple of you thought that you were incapable of breathing air. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I snapped out of that pretty quick though, so that's pretty good. Because my con score
Yeah.
is not the
At
best.
least, as far as we know, we did.
I had a
You did.
mind sliver alloy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were determined. But you do begin to see a little sliver of sunlight beginning to poke through the clouds.
Vask
Not long
sighs.
after that, you really, really hurry to get inside because it is a grotesque pyre of burning flesh out there on the beach for the entire day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're all turning to sludge. Ugh.
Ew.
Nobody but got alloy goes to just the softest pile of stuff they see, and they just flop into it.
Armor opens up like Iron Man and just falls out bonelessly.
Yep.
Yes.
Or like the Fallout power armor in Fallout 4.
Just depends on if you step out the front or the back.
It's magic armor. They can do whichever they want.
So we
Just
got a nice
looking-
haul last time.
Good.
Gotta figure out what that
Yeah,
Ion stone does. Ion pearl.
Ayun.
Curious. Yeah.
Ayun
Nobody's
is
talking
just
with
fun
their.
to say.
Oh, I'll do this. Yeah, I'm curious what it does.
Maybe you should get some rest for a bit, though.
I'm not
You-
moving
you-
from here.
You need a hot drink or anything?
Yeah, as soon as we were
Please.
back, Vask was starting like tea and making a soup or something.
Please.
So yeah, you start off with tea and then eventually there will be a soup.
It better
Yay.
be chunky. That's the only cure for raining sideways.
Hmm.
We don't even have these same kind of foods that you make. God.
Yeah, your people mostly eat. Like, the closest thing you guys have to greens are cave mushrooms and lichen.
And don't get me wrong, I love cave mushrooms, but
Well, Vask is actually growing some in the
yeah,
Vask
The
is a
save.
cave mushroom.
yeah.
Yes.
Technically, yes.
like I said, I
Oh.
fucking love cave mushrooms.
I looked at the very bottom of Vask's like inventory list and because I added something new to it, but it's Feywild Flora samples from when we got yanked over there during the Sun Eater.
Yep.
That
Uh, even as something as simple as cooking things like this, it's such a small thing, but
Excuse me, waiter, why is there water in my food? It's called soup.
soup gets eaten.
uh
Passing out from just exhaustion happens soon after. They're just fucking out.
Oh, I meant to say earlier, DZ. You said something. You said you came up with a name for the new dog, which would be perfect. Smiter.
Aww.
Har har.
Being a paladin's summoned mount.
I'm not sure if Garm's allowed to make dad jokes.
You have a child to take care of, so either learn or adapt.
I think it's more like a young hire at the job who's technically been there longer than me.
I wouldn't be sure, but
Have to get to know them. Either way. Anyone doing anything as the day winds on, or since you guys were up all night, you guys just gonna all rest for a while?
probably rest.
Resting, yeah. Resting sounds like a good idea.
I
Yeah.
will throw up the check to make sure I actually have a spell slot for that. Well, Tony.
Send out the flock.
Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use my last spell slot to put up the flock of ravens. I can sit on the in cover and keep an eye.
Alrighty.
They can sit out there and smell the delicious burning
Burning.
rot.
Burning hellflesh.
Oh, Log and Raug absolutely sneak out when they believe no one's looking and come back much rounder. They do this several times.
God.
It's just Borbs by the end.
It's like, that's how you know they're not real animals. They eat like 10 times their own body mass and are hungry again in half an hour.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So does anyone spend that time trying to learn what the Ioun Stone does?
Sure.
Alright.
Nice to try. And actually, he'll use the rune inside the wagon, the Rambler.
Alright. Okay. Got the good quality variety, so there's a chance for 2 different results here. Let me see. I'm gonna roll something myself.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yep. Because it was not the highest quality one. It is still a good one. You realize that this one has a bit of an abjuration magic, and then it is an Ioun Stone of Protection. While attuned to it, you gain a +1 bonus to an armor class.
Neat.
Ooh.
That's useful for everyone, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for nobody or Alloy over there who's greedy and hogging all the armor class.
Mom said it was my turn to
Hey.
have the armor class.
My armor class is 11.
But she might actually not have an attunement slot open, actually.
I actually
I'm
might.
sure as an artificer, they could just make more
Yeah.
attunement slots.
They do get they get extra attunement slots and even more because they're an armorer.
It's like
But they
16
do need a lot of those
total, I think.
need to be pieces of their armor that they're attuned to.
My
Let's
old
see.
paladin
They're-
spent a lot of money buying a magic tattoo that gave him an extra attunement slot.
Let's see. Their armor is not attuned because it's just mithril. Their shield is not attuned because it's just a buff. That's just a better shield. Their weapon is attuned with the with Vask's Sundering Sphere. Their scouter,
Yeah.
I believe, is attunement. Their cloak is attunement. They only have 3 attuned items. Vara has their
Cool.
4th attunement from the Ring of Mind Shielding.
Must you?
Yes.
Yeah, if Vaska uses the Ioun Stone, that would be all 3 of his slots because it's That, the glove, and the ring as well.
I mean, more AC is never a bad thing.
Yeah,
No.
because my AC with it would be 12.
And then you have
Mage
mage
armor.
armor.
Yeah.
So that is a flat +1. I believe it would stack.
Yep.
It does apply, yeah.
I'd be okay with
Yeah.
it going to Vask. I don't mind.
I would still
Honestly,
have, even without it, I would still have 1 AC higher than you.
God.
I think that speaks for itself, yeah.
I just
Yeah.
have mage armor on all the time, so instead of a 13, I have a 16.
That's what my AC would be if I cast mage armor.
There you go. Alright, for the 12. We shall do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give it to nobody, it'll have a 24 AC.
Alloy.
No.
Alloy. God, it's gonna take adjusting.
Alloy
As it
can be-
goes, as it goes.
Alloy
Yeah.
is a hit sometimes as a treat.
Yeah. The treat's not for them, it's for whatever hit them, but still.
You know, if you ever have to disguise yourself as a human, you can name yourself Aloysius. Aloysius.
Excuse me.
Which Aloysius is like the name Siobhan, where I didn't know how those names were pronounced, but I'd read those names a lot until I heard
Mhm.
them pronounced out loud. It's like, oh, that's how you say them?
Yeah. I did this. I had the same thing when I was young. Alright. So now you know what the stone does. The rest of the stuff, what are you guys doing with the rest of your putrid mess?
Well, Vask would spend time preserving it, for use.
Please.
Absolutely. And where are you doing that?
Down in the safe.
In the passage safe? Okay.
Oh, which actually, before he goes down in there, he's going to re-summon Karkle
hmm
and hey, look in the Forge of Heroes chamber. I made the boy.
Oh, you made the boy!
Not the
Boy.
right symbol, but I couldn't deform it to be
Aw.
appropriate, but still.
Oh, the boy!
Also, it has tentacle mouth because I could not figure out how to do a disembodied mouth face.
Nobody
Still
will
looks
give.
good.
Alloy would give you the electroreceptor organ to preserve, make sure it doesn't degrade.
Which,
Alright.
It's in fucking excellent quality.
yeah, and Vask will preserve that other piece too that he found.
Alright. As you enter in,
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
move you.
All you see is darkness. Oh,
There you
we
go. Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm so worried that I'm not going to be alone. 10.
10, okay. Alright. Carry on.
Mhm.
You bring all your stuff in for preservation. Everything appears as normal as it can be. You and Karkle just moving about in there.
Yep. He's very tired because he's also been up all night, but he knows these things need to be preserved quickly.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Takes a few hours to get everything properly embalmed.
No, we're not moving today, or I'm sleeping in the Rambler. Or I'm sleeping down here, you can carry the safe with me in it. Which, with that roll, I'm worried might be a mistake.
Wow, Vask
Okay.
hasn't left the passage safe in a while.
I haven't seen him in days.
Okay, yeah. I think we would have agreed that's like, yeah, if someone's in there alone and they don't come out for a while, just check in on me.
Yeah.
occasionally?
We're not gonna let someone
You
be in there
guys
alone
would,
too long.
yeah, you guys know full well this was originally owned by Vask's, well, nemesis.
And
Yeah.
used
And there's a
by
bunch of
the
locked
campaign
doors
nemesis.
that you can't open.
Yeah, not to mention, it's like, hey, this is full of monsters, and it's directly linked to my evil laboratory.
And it's also where Orvots became more. Or at least,
I
we
don't know.
believe he studied. Wait, did it say like he
I don't-
he never opened it, or that?
You don't know for sure. The note was left there in pretty good condition saying that this was left to him, but you don't know if he ever actually used it. Might have, might have not.
Because we know the third key was still in Ichabod's hands, so.
But you also know that you made a replica and it worked, so hard to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but Orvots didn't have alloy.
It's true.
That's,
Could have used some alloys.
Hey,
you know, Shemaeus is technically an alloy of souls.
It's true. He's a soul. He's just a big blob of soul jam.
What flavor?
People.
Soulberry.
Soylent flavored.
It varies from person to person.
Uh-huh. Beat me to it.
Yep. All right. So
Soylent cola.
it's a really good bit. Anyway, as you are walking around and moving things, make another perception check.
Can I have Can I have help with Karkle?
You can.
If he is a familiar. He has 4 eyes.
22. Okay, that's enough.
Although
All
the
right.
19 would have been nice either way.
So you and Karkle will start walking around. You think for the faintest moment you hear something. You smack yourself on the chest to make yourself light up.
Mm-hmm. I think I still have mage armor. It hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah, you would. You and Karkle begin looking around. You heard something move. What do you do?
I know there's a delay in mental communication through the link, but I'll still, say, through it, hopefully if anyone's still awake to hear it, be like, I don't think I'm alone in the safe. And then Vesker's going to start looking.
All right. That 22. As you walk around, circle around, you see that something on one of the shelves did in fact get knocked over.
Oh. A new thing, or does it
No,
look
something
like it
that was
just got
part of the
knocked over?
original packaging. Just a glass jar of sorts. Knocked down and broke.
Do I know
And you
what
can
was
see a
inside it?
couple little specks of blood on the stonework. Someone apparently stepped on the glass.
Oh. I'm going to spend a sorcery point to Revelation and Flesh to give myself see invisibility
Okay.
as my eyes turn black in contrast to my glowing lights.
All right. You don't see anything right where you're standing, but the footprints go around the other side.
The way I'm going.
Yep. You see them trail around. All the way around again.
Ves turns around and goes the opposite way. Eh,
Good thinking. All right.
I've played this game before.
All right. You Start moving forward, see it go around, and realize, oh, this person's doing that trick, huh?
Hmm. Do I spend the resources and get extra help? Hold on,
You
let me
could run
see.
back and exit the safe.
Yeah,
We
but
got a warning, though.
But it's wet out there.
I like it in here.
there's a
All right.
delay on the transmission. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I'm gonna spend another fourth level to summon Blub again. This time in Aboleth. I mean, not Aboleth. Slide form.
Frog blub. All right. Well, you do. There's suddenly a lot more of you. You jump around the corner. You just faintly hear the sounds of scratching on the stonework. Jump around, and there is a loud, high-pitched little yelp as this little guy appears. Don't! He pulls
Where?
out a knife and holds it out. I warn you, poison. Sand.
What?
Sand.
Wait.
Sand. Throws
Hold on.
sand and immediately takes off running in the opposite direction.
Did he just pocket sand me?
Yes.
Sand.
Not very effectively, it seems.
He is like comes up to your knee, so no. He basically just gets sand on your around the crotch level of your pants.
Just looks down like, what? Hold on. Wait. That calls out.
Immediately runs around the corner.
I want you to keep in mind the visual. This is a knee-high kobold, and the glowing, ominous, floating man, followed by two feldspawn, is floating after him.
Now
Oh, he's
has a
not
sand-
flying. He's just. Oh my god.
Come on, work. Oh god!
Okay, calm down. Okay, I need to see if this is concentration because I don't want to lose Blub.
Come on, no. Damn you open.
Oh, damn it, I don't have it. Hold on, I want to see what calm emotions. Yeah, it's a concentration. Damn it, I lose Blub.
No, this
Just
can't
Did
be
you get-
it.
Hold
This
on, wait,
can't be
wait.
it.
Let's Vasquez directly into his mind. Be like, stop running and listen to me, please. You get trapped in here.
No. Just grovels and gets down in the fetal position on the ground in front of this door. I warn you, I'm all gristle. All of it. There's nothing here. Nothing
Okay.
worth anything.
Okay, Gristle, calm yourself.
My name isn't Grizzle.
Okay, my name is Vask. What is yours?
Dird.
Third?
My name is Dird. Please don't hurt me.
Dird, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just incredibly confused. How did you get in here? Look, Vasco he points to Blub, who's just kind of sitting there. Look, he's under my control, and he just steps back. He'll be just, I didn't know what was in here. I just now got this place myself, so I thought you might have been, the guard dog or something.
What? No, the guard dogs are outside. Oh.
Vask looking at this guy, does Vask recognize what the player is assuming is on Kelvin's outfit or attire?
He's wearing a lot of straps and the like, yeah, some goggles, and very clearly gold scaled.
Oh, gold.
Do I know where golds are?
Most of them are out east.
Okay, so don't be alarmed, but I'm guessing you come from a gold hive, yes?
What? What? You're... Yeah, I'm from a long ways off. Yeah. Oh.
Through the link and be
Where
like,
where am
"Follow,
I?
you
What
need to
is
get
this
down here,
place?
please." It. I'm going. Okay,
Uh.
I don't have an illusion spell. So I can't show him what it looks like. Or well, is there like
Uh.
a diagram? Since
Say again.
is there like a diagram thing, like since Ichabod was explaining it to Orvots?
He didn't really say anything about that. Just that this was a
Okay.
passage safe.
Okay. So, Dird, this is something called a passage safe. It's a magical it's a magical device that leads to a small isolated space away from everything else. I entered this from Breveland over in the west,
Breveland. Breveland?
past Daynor and
Oh.
Abrana.
Oh, I'm a long way from home. Oh, I'm so far away from home.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I think you may have entered through. Let me guess. You found a strange box that had multiple key slots, and you figured out how to open it, and then you
No,
were
no,
in.
not a box. It was a door. It was a door. I'm a. Oh God. Very
Here,
clearly, like having a bit of the beginnings of a panic attack.
here. Do you want to step out
You
of
all
here to where?
absolutely would have heard that initial request by this point.
Okay. Oh,
Sound,
yeah.
Yeah.
sound of arrival, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
my
just that
friends
little
are here,
crackling sound, which leads to another.
and
Vask, are you okay?
Rob's standing out by where like you exit from. He just points over to where Bask is talking to this gold kobold.
What's
Yeah,
going
gold
on?
scaled kobold, like in the fetal position in front of the door.
Look down.
Oh,
What is going on
I've
in here?
I've
So-
been in
I don't
here for
know.
who knows how long.
Everyone,
Probably been days. I ran out of food.
this is Dird. He
Hi, Dird.
Uh,
Dird, where do you come from?
uh, the city.
Does the city have a name?
Far, far away place, yeah.
Is it
Hylock?
called Kelba? Oh.
Does that sound like an Unkelvin city?
You've never heard the name, but yeah, you can guess based on his garb.
Is it from Ankelba? Near Ankelba? In Ankelba?
Is that what humans call it? Yeah, I think so.
Are you not from a horde?
Not for a long time, no. I was.
On high.
He is just clearly, you realize just looking at this guy, he is skin and bones. He is probably not eaten
God.
in a while.
Hey, Dird, do you want to come join us upstairs? And I have I have some good food that you're happy to help yourself to.
I can leave?
Yes, it's just
You're not a
unfortunately I
prisoner.
don't know how to send you back to where you came from. But yeah,
And
you're not our prisoner.
I thought I was. I thought this was some kind of sick punishment for breaking into that place.
Where did you break into?
It was a job. I was trying to pilfer some guy, some house, some manor, something or other, and then I picked the lock on a door, and then it closed behind me, and I was here, and it was a dark, cold place, and I got lost, and I spent days wandering around, and they started chasing me.
Yes, I'm guessing your target was a man named Ichabod, a human.
Never heard of that.
Well,
I don't know who it was. I don't know why. I should have paid more attention, maybe. I don't know.
Dird,
perhaps.
Dird.
But-
Come get some food and breathe.
Yes.
I am a fellow unhived.
Mentally, it's like I just summoned Blub, so I feel like it's a waste of resources. Do you have calm emotions ready?
I do not have calm emotions.
God damn it.
Laura?
You don't look at me for calm emotions. I can't even calm my own emotions.
Well, that's why Vask has it for himself.
Yeah.
Best I can do for you is modify
Okay.
memory, and I think that's a little bit of a nuclear
that's-
option.
Yeah,
That's a
overkill.
quagmire.
Nobody. Alloy pulls out a ration and very gingerly walks over and kneels by Dird.
Grabs it and immediately starts just ripping into it like it's the first thing he's seen in days.
Probably has
Yeah,
been.
probably is. We're not your tailors.
Yeah,
Dird.
if you want, you can come up and I have much better food up there. Well, now that's taken the edge off. I have tea too.
Tea?
Yes. Do you not know what tea is?
I've never had it.
Well,
You'll like
You'll-
it. I
you'll
think.
Smelled it. Just thought it was hot leaves.
it is.
I mean,
but
you're
it's
not
amazing.
wrong.
Didn't seem very
It is hot
appetizing.
leaves, Dird. It is hot leaves, Dird, but it's amazing. It makes the taste different than even the leaves themselves.
So,
Just squint skeptically at that.
Come on, I'll show you.
Looks around at all the others. Begins to just suddenly feel very, very small, but slowly clacks forward.
yeah,
Nobody-
wait until
nobody will
you
offer,
go up, Midge.
Nobody
feel
will.
us all now, wait until
Alloy
Midge
will
mage.
offer their hand. Yeah, God, Mitch.
So
Yeah.
Vask will tell Blub to just, command to continue like sorting things, clean up the the dropped jar and stuff.
All right.
Might as well get some use out of that 4th level spell slot.
You guys all step onto the platform, teleport out.
Yep.
You are back outside. Dirt is not there. He was holding your hand on the platform, but he is not there.
What?
Huh.
Oh,
Huh.
oh no!
Uh-oh.
Goes
Oh no, is
back
he
in.
trapped in there?
When he's
Maybe
there,
because
he
he
is
broke
huddled.
in.
When you come back in, he is huddled in the corner. He's like, ah, no, not again,
Okay.
not again.
Okay, we're gonna
Yeah,
figure this
that's-
out.
We are still figuring this place out ourselves.
Ah,
Here, I brought you a bowl of soup.
soup. Immediately, just it starts eating it. It's a little too hot, so there's a little moment of the classic. Just, pain.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. I know you're hungry.
I learned that better from the incident with Karkle, and this time I used prestidigitation to cool it down slightly.
Ah,
Alloy,
freezes
meanwhile, loves it hot.
this is really good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did you make this yourself, or did you buy it? Who'd you buy it from?
Oh, I make it.
Wow. Food
Yes,
this
that's-
good usually has to
I-
get paid for.
Vaska's a good cook.
So,
I've never
Sure.
seen a gold scale in person.
Dirt, here, and Vask will explain to him how to like activate the runes himself. So Vask will just motion everyone to step aside, so see if Dirt can activate it.
He attempts it, and it doesn't work.
Oh no.
Dirt, I don't want to alarm you, but I think we gotta figure out how to fix this because I think because you broke in, it's not letting you out.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Whose house did you break into?
I don't know. Wasn't really in a position for it. Learning is just, hey, job, money, food.
I see.
What was your goal?
Well,
Job, money, food.
I
what
mean,
were you
what was
stealing?
the objective of the job? Yes.
Steal things, sell, money, food.
So just anything.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you're a thief.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose I am.
It's fine. It's fine. You need to do what you need to do to survive. I'm not. ju- I'm not judging you, Dirt.
You sure this room is safe?
It's safe. It's just trapped. Like, stuck here for now.
Well, some of
I
the
don't
things
think
inside it would probably be best left alone, and I'll point those out, such as there are some mushrooms growing. Those are not for eating.
Oh,
I,
good to
I,
know.
but I can point out which ones are safe for eating because I am trying to grow a small little mushroom farm for harvesting purposes. So,
Hmm.
And we're not going to let you starve.
no,
Bring you food.
Why?
yeah,
Because you're in need? Wow, you don't... Things are bad where you came from, huh?
I guess they are, yeah.
Well, I am Alloy. I am recently unhived through choice. And I am learning. You are safe here.
yeah. Basically, what happened, Carmen, is I was literally setting my token running around the map trying to find him.
I didn't realize there was enough map to even run around in.
Well, it's because it
Pretty
has
decent map.
the line of sight with the room in the center. So it was literally like when you're trying to chase someone around a table, it's like, all right, which way are you gonna go?
Oh,
Alright. Are you enjoying the soup?
I haven't eaten in days. Probably days, maybe longer, maybe less. I don't know. It's all just dark outside of here. This is the first place with any light I've seen in a while.
Well, this is the centerpiece, I believe.
That's a little
Looks
smaller
vast.
than the room I came into.
Yes, these magical rooms created by these safes, they're linked to other ones. You
Yeah,
probably broke into someone else's that has a tie to this one. Do you know which door of these that you came through?
uh, yeah.
Which one?
This one over here.
That's not the Shemaeus one, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not on the map, so I can't see.
You guys can plop yourselves down and I'll give you vision if you want.
I want to see what door he's talking about.
Same.
Yes.
It's the one that looks like it's made out of vines and gargoyles.
Yeah, the more gothic looking one.
Yes.
They broke into the Adams house.
So you were thank you.
Over here on the right.
Interesting. Why are you? If this is a difficult question, I understand, but why are you unhived?
Oh, well, we're all unhived where I come from.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, Mom died.
Oh. Oh.
Nobody came in and ran out of food, so we had to go squat in other places.
You're
Not bad, you know, as long as we're small, so we don't need to eat all that much.
your mother
Oh,
died?
sounds like all the Draken died.
Did the Draken die as well?
I guess. I haven't seen him in a long time. There were some, I think. I was really, really young when that happened.
I'm sorry, dude. Can't have been. That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I guess it was. I guess it was. Huh, I guess it was all kind of awful, really, but, you know, it's all you got. It's all you got. You make do. At least I'm in a room now where there's lights and not horrible, slobbering, slimy monsters that I can't see chasing me down a maze of corridors. Oh.
Odd. And now you are here, and you are safe in this room. As long breaking into the other rooms will probably have similar dangers.
Yeah, although I don't know. This door just pushed open when I came at it from the other side. And then it locked, and I don't know how to get it open again.
Yeah, I imagine it would function like that. Easier to come than go. We should probably set up some blockades around these doors if that's the case.
We discover a way to lock them from the inside.
As far as you can tell, they are locked. It's hard to say for sure. You just know that according to his story, he was able to get in, but the door appears completely locked from your side.
Well, there is a bed in here that you can use.
Yeah. Oh, that's a...
We'll...
Wow, it's big. Wow, that blanket doesn't have any holes in it.
Oh my god! Dirt. You can stay.
You can...
Looks.
Okay, he's out.
Oh. It's not presumptuous of me to offer that, was it, Vask?
I mean, he can't exactly go anywhere.
Yeah, but still,
Let's figure this out.
this is yours. So
I mean, I was gonna offer to let him stay anyways, but yeah, gotta figure out what to do with him because I don't want to be his jailer and keep him in here.
we'll have to.
You say that things you put in here have to wait a while before they settle.
Ooh, you think he's become part of it?
This is a strange place. Anything's possible. Remember, we weren't able to remove the pillows. Take them out to the other side.
That's true. Well, we
Yeah,
could always
without
try
any
the
way of-
emergency. There's the emergency evacuation where it fires everyone outside of it.
And without a way to tell the passage of time in here, he may have been in here for too long.
Laura, make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Actually, what is your passive perception, real quick?
Not
Let me
good.
see.
15.
Let me see. Oh,
That's
well, that's enough for this.
that's the same as Vask's.
You're standing right over there near the door, so you'd be able to hear it.
I have been poking at this door, by the way, while we're having a conversation.
It's just that same quiet, dead stillness. You just catch the faintest hint of something moving on the other side. Just enough time where you step away when something runs into that door at full force.
Yeah,
Oh.
you watch her take 2 giant steps back and go,
Another rattling clang hits onto the stonework not long after that, then several all at once.
Well, he did say he was being pursued.
Glub's just waiting, standing there.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up and, like, keep something ready in my fingers to throw at them. Let's see.
Not a bad call.
Probably a firebolt, just to see.
Alright. We do.
Is Hildegard with us? Or is she staying up?
She could be. I didn't
Up
know
to you.
we were all going in.
I mean, you can
Up
come
to you.
in after we've been in here for several minutes just to see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
true.
saw
They
us
did just
pop-
kind of disappear.
You saw what the sequence of events is funny. It's just fast. I think there's someone in here. Several of them go down. We all pop out and be like, "Damn it, he didn't come back with us." And we go back in and haven't been out since.
Yeah, just a little squinting before sighing, giving. Trying to call him Sigvald. That's not his fucking name. Holy God, Godfrey. Godfrey control of just basically just a quick overview. Like, hey, take care of things. Maybe be gone for an hour or two.
All right.
And then she's just to follow them in, and I hope I'm in a decent locale wherever I plop down.
You'll plop right into the middle.
Okay,
Alright, I
so
will
good.
give you vision. Oh, you already have it. Good. Alright, there. Alright, you come in and you just immediately start hearing the banging. You hear
And-
bizarre, very throaty snarls
And there's
and
a
claws
snoring
scraping
kobold.
on the stonework. And yeah, you look over your left and see just nestled up in a blanket, just completely buried underneath it is a something breathing.
Okay.
They are out cold.
We heard the activation, right? Probably.
Yeah, you would have heard Hildegard come in.
Hildegard, is that you?
There's Vara? What's going on?
There's something gonna bust through this door.
Oh.
To the right.
The door to the right?
Yeah, over.
Yep.
Let's just go over to the door and
All right.
Oh, I mean, like,
There.
once you leave this room, to the right.
Yeah, just immediately walk over and wave.
I wanted to
Sit
leave, but
around.
I guess we're doing this.
Yeah, this door is something's rattling it.
Banging. The banging continues. Eventually, you do start to notice that it is truly beginning to start like bowing inward. Something
Okay.
bigger
boy.
begins moving.
I think we
Um,
need to open it before it breaks, and we can't close it afterwards.
I don't know if it'll do anything, but
I don't know. Did we figure out how to open it? That's the problem, right?
Can
Nope.
I?
These doors are mysteries
This is-
to you guys.
This is a weird one. Can I rattle my tail and like roar at the door, try and intimidate it?
Roll intimidation, sure.
I'm not good at it, but I'm gonna try. 15.
just kind of have
Okay.
to wait for whatever that is to come
Now-
through.
Hey, make that a what?
No, go
I
ahead.
would save your
You're gonna flash a
flashes,
genius?
No, you're right. I should probably save that. We're about to get into a combat.
This is a guardian monster. They're not going to be intimidated.
Hey, you never know.
Vask.
Alright.
Up a little bit
It does
further.
get
15 is still
quiet.
pretty good.
It does
That
get
starts-
quiet and the sounds back off.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not trusting that. I'm staying right here and keeping my flame on my fingers.
Yeah, Vask
Um,
is making sure Alloy is between him and the door.
Is there somebody there?
But that
Are you
bird wakes
intelligent?
up. Just, what? 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 I'm here. What? What happened?
Something is pounding
Something-
against this door.
The one you came through, something's trying to follow you.
Oh, of course they did. Oh no. Oh
You
no.
didn't bring
Oh
anyone
no.
with you, did you?
No, it's just me.
Do you know what
Yeah,
this
you
might
said you-
be?
I never saw them. It was too dark. There were a lot of them. They made horrible noises. They were kind of slimy whenever they did touch me. They made my head hurt sometimes, I think, or maybe that was just the lack of hydration.
Oh, that sounds like telekinetic slaves. Telepathic slaves. Oh
I
no,
hear
that's
Vask
also
rubbing his hands
Avalith.
together.
Oh man, they were here. Oh, they followed me. Oh no, I'm stuck in here. Oh no, I'm stuck
Don't
in here.
worry, we're not gonna let them get to you.
You don't even know how this place works. They've been here longer than you. I'm just gonna nestle down here and think about the soup I just ate while I await the inevitable end.
Dirt, relax.
You relax.
If we can get him out of here, maybe we should just take a detour back to Gummo's.
Dirt, I just told two young dragons that I feel like our way of life has inherent flaws to it.
Really, what's that like?
Terrifying! This is nothing!
Great.
Gives you a thumbs
So-
up from his blankets over there.
Yeah, he is in a blanket
no
fort
problem.
now.
I have no context for your humble bragging.
So
Congratulations.
Blub's got a knock on the door.
All right. There's a knock. One moment of silence.
Blub turns around and starts to shrug.
Right as he does, the door bursts open.
Oh, shit.
Of course.
I had to trigger with
And-
comedic timing.
Oh boy, what's coming out?
Uh-oh. Dwellers of the Safe track title?
Ooh.
Oh no,
You
we're gonna fight
guys-
super mean walks.
See a whole little swarm. Put them in art. Of these.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Oh,
Oh. Why?
are those are those are the deep no mind players, right?
Something like that. They all burst in, several of them just immediately running in, screeching, hissing at the light.
Just shoot one of them with a firebolt. I've been
Go
holding
for
it.
You were holding that action.
It's like, oh nope, I don't like those.
Blub attack or just wait for initiative.
All right.
Ooh, that's
Noted.
it.
11 damage to that one.
Boy.
Okay.
12.
All right, Alloy.
2 12s.
Nice, nice.
Can I say that I brought Soccer in here with me?
Yes,
Okay.
by all means.
He might actually be able to do things in this fight.
All right.
Starting to make Parkle's sheet.
He's just on there like a backpack and he just hisses as this happens.
How big are these things?
They are about as tall as you guys. They are medium sized. They are gaunt as all get out. Long, drooping tentacle faces. Feverish looking eyes. They look like they are starving.
Fellspawn looking?
Not really. They lack some of the characteristic traits. You're not sure what these things are. All right. Initiative track order up. Very nice. All right. I think
I have a higher dex than Garm. Huh.
Paladin.
all right. I'll
It's
roll
fine.
for them to add
I'm
them
zero.
in. Alrighty. Huh, that's not great. All right, they got, and with their decks all together, that is a 7.
Could I have said while waiting for the doors to break open, Vask would have set the Fell Pearl orbiting
Sure.
just to get that AC boost.
Absolutely. Turn
Oh,
and
I forgot there was one other attunement item that Vask has that he might give to Dirt if Dirt has to stay in here. The magic broom.
oh yeah, that's true.
But Vask eventually wants to get that to Gumma.
All right.
Give him a broom, go here, make yourself useful, if you're gonna be stuck in my fucking fort.
Well, the
Broom
thing
makes
is
sense.
autonomous. It
Yeah,
just
but it's
has to
on
be
its own.
has to be activated by attunement. Sorry.
All right, Hildegard.
Okay. So she just came in, turned around the corner, asked what's going on, and these things burst in.
Basically.
Just blinks, stares at these things. And if Garm wasn't right there, she would have nuked a lot of them. I don't think he wants to take a kind of cold to the face, though, so I'm not going to do that.
You've already killed one fairy with it. Please don't.
He just got warm.
Let's see. First, I'm gonna start my usual nonsense of Eldritch Blast. This first boy over here.
All right.
All right, Eldritch Blast. How you feeling today?
I mean, that 100% hits. All right.
8 damage. This first hit. 17.
That hits.
Another
Nice.
8. I'm concerned, Eldritch Blast. I am very concerned, Eldritch Blast. There you go.
18 damage.
Bye-bye. That's my boy.
I kind of wish the other one would have missed. That would have left its hit points in a very funny place.
Nice.
Alright. Now, for the real star of the show, bonus action, Magic Stone, and the birds smell blood.
Of course they do.
Yeet.
You tenderized them.
That misses. Wow, this is weird.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There
That
we
would hit.
go. Crack.
Yeah, 3 bursts of evil-looking energy strike this beast, and its emaciated, almost mummified-looking frame just hisses and gasps at that. Like, scratching at its own skin, rights itself, immediately starts moving again. Bonk. Gets hit in the head really hard by a rock.
Just pings it off the forehead, and the head snaps backwards.
It's still standing. It still looks more pissed off than anything.
Yeah.
But that hurt.
I'm moving backwards, about a good 30 feet over here. Yeah, you guys enjoy tanking.
Absolutely.
Will do.
It is turn.
All right,
Okay.
Laura.
Hey, Garm.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
All reliable.
you're right there.
If you're- You give your brother the zoomies.
The zoomies. She's just like.
You essentially gave your younger brother a cup of coffee and told him to go do a violence.
Except he's older.
Here, fuel. Do crimes.
Do crimes. Crimes are good.
yeah. If two siblings don't harass each other, they're in the cahoots.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
So she does
If they're
that,
not plotting together, they're plotting against each other.
and then she backs up with her movement, and Soccer goes in. Tasers that motherfucker.
Because I can't see where Vara is over here because of line of sight. It just looks like Soccer just leaps out, like like someone throwing a Muppet from off screen.
All right. 100% hits that one.
And
That one already got hit by the fireball, too.
That one can't give any attack of opportunities. Would you like Soccer to stay here so you get advantage, Garm, or would you like him to beat it so he doesn't get dead?
I mean, if he can disengage, he can disengage.
Yep.
Well, she's after with shocking grasp. It can't swipe anyways.
Yeah, it can't swipe at me, so he can leave.
Yeah, that's the best. Their familiars are fragile.
She's trying to figure what animal to come back as after he dies again.
God, from that angle, it looked like God, because he just runs in, zaps, and runs back. It's like a fucking Raichu just ran out.
Basically what happened, yep.
God, yeah.
And if he dies in this form, he's going to go back to some sort of weasel. So I'm going to be flipping through the weasel catalog that I have.
The mustelid
The Wolverines are
family.
technically a mustelid.
I think they're too big to be familiars.
Okay, a badger.
Medium-sized dogs can be familiar, so shrubs.
This is true. Skeletons can be now, too, so.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to
fuck?
give him the power of a Wolverine.
No, he would.
Skeletons can be familiars now? What?
Yeah, skeletons can be familiars now.
Yep.
The fuck?
Yeah.
So
They're
perfect
very
perfect for a necromancer who wants like, oh, this is my favorite skeleton manservant. He can't die. I won't let him.
Oh, boy. Rip, Manfred.
Manfred.
Remember that.
That's a Dragon Age reference. Anyway, Alloy. First time saying it. Your turn.
Yeah. All right, gonna bloop, bloop, bloop. Excuse me, Blub. I'm gonna sit right next to you. 3 in a row. I'm gonna use Fire Breath.
Damn, there we go.
They didn't seem to like the light. Oh, fuck off. That damage.
It's still multiple.
Still multiple
Alright.
if they don't dodge.
3 in a line. Let's see. Fail, fail, and fail.
Cool. 9 fire damage.
Yeah, they don't enjoy that. For sure.
Hey, guess what? I'm gonna do it again.
What? Oh, yeah, you can,
That's
technically.
better.
That's much
Yeah, 'cause I
better.
have 2 attacks. Just
Yeah, it's
Alright.
like those. sorry.
Shifts in here
Oh, you're
next
good.
to Blob and just, burn them all. The women and the children too.
All right. See how they do with this one. Pass, fail, fail. The one furthest away is all like, oh no.
Oh no! Fuck! That came very close to my tentacle beard.
You're correct, Vask. I've been very tempted to do that at some point.
That's turn.
Okay.
Vacation wizard.
Just fucking burn them alive. They didn't like the light, so how about being lit on fire?
They're not fans of the experience, certainly.
Good.
All right. Gotta calculate a lot of damage for these boys. All right. So that's turn. Vask.
So, staying where I am, I'm going to hit the one that's closest to me. This
Okay.
Which was looking the most hurt? Was it that one? 'Cause that's
The
what
one that got
after that.
fire bolted earlier down here is the most hurt at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go after the one Hildegard went after, since it's
Okay.
the closest. And then
That
And I'm
100% hits, yeah.
let's do acid.
Okay.
Does
All
it seem
right.
resistant to acid?
No.
And then Blub's turn. He's going to claw at that one.
That hits. Nice.
Still up.
It's still up.
And then
Can't regain
second
hit points,
attack.
noted. Yep. That misses.
Okay. Yeah, he's
So
not
he
gonna
run-
move for flanking or anything just because they're right next to him.
So he runs in, so he immediately gets blasted with acid from a flash from you, and then as he's scrambling and scraping the burning liquid off of its skin, it turns around and sees a giant buff green frog extend its claws and just shank it right in the gut.
And I think it's like those frogs that force. It's very much a Wolverine. The claws come out of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
I love Wolverine
Right.
frogs.
I don't think I want to use my bonus action for anything, so I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. All right, Garm.
Actually, I'm going
yep, what you
to
got?
strength save on the one we were going after. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
telekinetic shove it.
Okay, so it has to beat, an 18, 17, I think?
Let's see what.
I think it's
am now.
18 at this point. Yep, 18. Wow, it just passes. That's amazing.
Okay.
Just
it gets
passed.
shoved, but doesn't move.
All right, Garm.
Bonus
Well, actually a
action,
little surprised.
Shift.
Minor shift.
Go after that one.
That hits which one? All right, the one that Vask just attacked. Okay, that hits.
Roll the damage.
Oh man, it's still alive. But boy, that you hacked in so much that its head is hanging just by a thread.
Ugh.
Ugh.
That one misses, but with Graze that deals 5 slashing, so that's enough.
Yay! Thank you, Graze.
So this time you swing again. It appears to get out of the way, but it's the anime thing. I'll just say that, yeah, no, that's funnier. It moves to get out of the way, but its head is hanging so loosely from its previous wounds that the momentum of it makes the head fly off. So it just
That's gruesome.
slimily rolls down on the ground. The body collapses. The other 3 shriek a little bit at the sight of that. they are still very primed for violence. That 100% hits.
Which one are you going after for that?
Let's find out.
All right.
Oh,
It's the one right in
okay.
front of you right here, or the one down here.
The more wounded one.
So it'll be this guy. All right. So 24 plus 12, 36 damage. Youch. All right, this one's still standing, but it's not in great shape.
It's been a while since I've spent one. I'll spend a savagery die.
Still standing, but even less so.
Damage is damage. That'll be turn
You
end.
guys are kind of tanky.
All
A
right,
little bit.
I think
time for the
they're
fun stuff.
not entirely sure, but I think they're starving illithids.
I reckon
No,
Something
they
like
are.
that. Something like that. All right. Now for the fun stuff.
Fun stuff for you.
That's what I said.
I know. Nope.
Oh,
Oh, sweet! I'm outside it.
Yeah.
not
glad,
dirt. No,
glad I moved.
is dirt in it?
We'll find out.
Wait, what
If it
happened?
goes through,
You'll see in a second.
Oh,
only if it goes through walls, which a lot of spell effects don't.
It's a psychic nuke, though. That might be.
All right. All right. So at this point, yeah, with where they're all standing, they're all three just going to do this.
Oh,
I need
God.
Garm, Nobody, and Blub to each separately make 3 intelligence saving throws.
Yo.
Is this psychic damage? Because Blub is
No, it
immune.
is not for damage.
Okay.
oh boy.
Mm,
Oh, Garb.
mm.
Blub has an intelligence of 16? That's higher than Vask.
He just slowly but surely, whenever he's out of the periphery of your vision, everyone else can just see him like reading and like having a teacup in his little frog fingers.
God.
Pulls
Fuck,
up a fucking-
27, 20.
He sounds like Frasier. He talks like Frasier Crane.
Every time
He's the
Vask
brain
turns
gremlin.
around,
Oh,
he just-
3 times. Right. Sorry.
Yep.
Fucking.
All right,
It's
nobody's
caster
fine.
intelligence saves. God
Oh,
damn, yeah.
All right, well, he
What
only needed one
damn?
failure. He only needed one failure for these.
Oh,
It's more or
boy.
less just a stack. So Blub and Garm are both incapacitated.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's fucked.
So all that haste, all of a sudden, it's like you're just trapped in a haze of mental static. So those
How
are their
does that,
bonus actions.
Oh,
A
lovely.
bonus.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
these things are
usually-
made to kill me.
Usually bonus actions that strong are limited in some way.
All right. How fast can they move? Okay. This one will swipe at... Yeah, they'll swipe at Blub because they wounded their friend. Oh, 25 to hit Blub.
Yeah. His AC is 15.
All right. Oh, wow, I actually did not grab the kind of dice I needed for once. Ugh. There we go. That's sorted. Oh. Okay. All right. So with a claw attack, that is 11 slashing, and on top of that, Where are you? There you are. 11 slashing and 6 necrotic.
Ooh.
Second attack. 16 to hit, so he's going to hit Blub again.
Yep.
That time it's just 5 slashing and much better on the necrotic. So 5 slashing and 14 necrotic.
Ooh. Blubby's hurt.
Then it's going to attack with its tentacles.
Ow.
That's cocked. Oh,
No,
God, nat 20.
Well, at least attacks against Blub aren't attacks against Alloy or Garm.
Very true.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
glad I didn't use
So
Calm
incapacitated,
Emotions.
So that's, ooh.
Alright, so that's 9 piercing damage from the tentacles, and Blub
Dead.
is technically grappled. Blub's
He
gone?
pops. He pops.
Yep. So the tentacles
He had
wrap
4
around Blub's
HP.
face, and then just disappears, leaving it with nothing. It wails at that. Not very happy about it.
Yeah, it melts into the inert slime. So I got a mouthful of slime.
I'm just imagining just for half a minute it freezes, like it's processing, then just begins screaming incoherently.
Alright. The really wounded one's not going anywhere fast, so it's going to take swings at Garm with advantage.
I guess that's a flat
Uh-oh.
roll because of
Haste,
the
yeah.
cloak.
The cloak,
Yeah.
too.
And your AC's
boy.
up by 2 for the
Straight
haste.
roll.
Straight roll still a 25.
Yeah.
Huh.
Alright.
Oh,
10.
hold on. How far away?
You
I
got
wanna-
silvery barbs.
I just remembered I had that spell.
Yeah, go ahead.
60 feet, so yeah.
Lucky you, second roll was a nat 1.
Whew.
But that's only 1 attack.
Yeah.
Alright, who are you giving advantage to for reference sake?
Give it to nobody
Alloy.
because I'm incapacitated. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give it to
incapacitated.
somebody. I'm going to give it to Alloy.
It's,
We're going to be making those jokes until the name sticks.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Alright,
Just get,
next
I'm
attack,
winning
straight
no matter
roll.
what happens.
Next attack, straight roll is a 19. Does that hit you at the moment?
Yes,
You are hasted. That does give you a bonus to AC.
that hits.
Alright,
Yeah,
that's
it's
Do not
mithril
have
splint
heavy
mail.
armor on?
It's splint mail. It's not a plate.
Oh, splint mail. Okay.
Yep. Alright, so it's silver splint mail, which offers some
Yeah.
fun bonuses. Alright, so 12 slashing and. No. 12 slashing and 10 necrotic.
Ugh.
These things hit pretty hard. They're glass cannons. Alright, and its last attack, it is going to go with the claws again, and woof. 25. Actually, 26.
Good lord.
10 slashing and 11 necrotic. So that one you nearly killed. They are not happy with you.
Oh,
He's just started ripping Garm to pieces over there. Alright, this one. Let's see. Yeah. This last one here. 10. Runs over, you're going to dash. They start climbing up the shelves.
Hey!
They're going after dirt.
Oh, wait a minute. That might leave my combat space. Let me double check.
Bet you would get advantage on that attack of opportunity if it does.
Yeah, because I believe I have reach now with my dreadnought.
Isn't that only when you grow, though?
Nope. I have reach, but when I grow, the reach is even farther.
Oh boy. All right. Make
Yeah.
your swang.
You try to run away. Did I take one caster? No, caster. Where are you? Aha.
That hits.
28.
11.
11.
Noted.
I can't. I don't think I can drag it. Unless I'm large. Yeah. Features. Your reach increases by 5, which is on top of the regular reach. Yeah. So that's smaller than you. Okay, no, it's not smaller than me. So, yeah, just
Yep.
takes that. Keep going.
Yep. You grab onto it, and its mummified, thin, desiccated body slips free, and it starts moving. Starts climbing up the walls. Oh boy. All right. Hmm. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, I should roll.
I killed Dirt. We just got him.
I should roll again to see if I get a crit. I don't.
All right. All right, nobody. I need you to make a dex save for me real quick.
Oh,
no.
I was gonna ask, is the door still open?
You're about to find out.
We
Utter
did smash-
complete failure.
We did smash it open.
Yep. The door is still technically loose. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the door is
Ow!
hit by something swinging wide open, clanging into you. You see on the ground. Let's see. Another dead one of these things.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And you
something
hear
fell.
heavy footsteps as this barrels
Oh my
in.
god!
What the fuck?
An mind flayer? Oh,
Swole flare, let's go.
It got a 20 on initiative for this round, so I
What the fuck?
Holy
think he'll be
shit.
going after
Now
Vara,
what?
technically.
Alex looks between it, the door, and the dead one, and then looks back at it. What the fuck?
It just bellows and immediately goes into action. All right, back up the round to Hildegard.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Things are looking rough.
yeah, I'm kind of wishing I nuked
It wasn't-
Garm now.
It's been an active night. I still haven't rested since
I
because of all
know.
the glow and type stuff.
This
I barely
one's
got
dead,
hurt,
right, TV?
but my resources.
So we haven't rested yet?
Technically not
No.
yet. Haven't gotten.
That is good to know. Alright. Need to move over to here. My action, I'm going to cast Durgan's Breath on Laug,
Right.
and bonus actions obviously to keep the rock train going.
Hmm.
Feed him a
And then
spicy chili.
poof is the Laug.
Very nice.
Let me just do a little bit of a cone figuring. Start here. Could I get that
Not me.
bastard? Not really. I'll buy a toe, but I don't think that counts. Nope. Nope.
If there is a magic angle to hit them without hitting Garm, I'd love to see it.
I don't think there is. I'd be okay with hitting Alloy, honestly, but
Oh, wow, okay, fuck you.
Fire
Well-
resistance.
yeah,
Okay, you know what, fair.
it's only.
Wait, why don't you fucking, like, land on my head and shoot to the left of me? Or, like, land right in
Oh.
front of me, like, right here.
Technically
with that
does have a
corner-
flight speed.
Because it wouldn't reach the swole.
Yeah,
Oh no, that's what I
wouldn't
mean.
reach
With
the
the
gap.
corner hit it, like where I have it, the green.
Dragon's Breath is only 15 feet.
Yeah, but it's a cone.
Yeah.
Still, whatever your choice you think is best.
Yeah, it still wouldn't reach the swole player.
That might be better. Try and take this one out before it can fuck up Dirt.
Oh,
Or
here's an
Vara,
idea.
because Vara's over here
Or
somewhere.
Vara, yeah, Vara's down there.
This I can work with, because you can handle
Vara's
two
got
of
soccer standing in front of her. She'll be fine.
I should be fine, yeah.
She just lifts them up like
Right.
Peach with Toad and Smash Brothers.
Yes, cool. So, I know what to do now. It's, Laug is going to fly over and land on Garm's shoulder. Just, and he's going to fire off from Garm's position, hit these two. The
Nice.
Swole Flare and the little dude.
All right.
Okay.
Saves are. That's a failure. That is also a failure.
Oh wow, I haven't even
Orb. Oh no.
Go, Bird, go!
Nice.
Nice!
24.
Very good.
So he just lands on Garm's shoulder. He just cocks ahead like, "Hi, I'm here, and I'm not going to do anything." And then immediately turns around and just opens his beak and lets loose a fucking fury of fire.
I do not enjoy that.
Again, he just turns around and cocks a little silly eye at Garm, like, "Haha, I am here, battle
Garm is
buddy."
fucking incapacitated, and you're down.
Exactly.
That's
He's
really
standing-
hurt.
He's standing on Garm's head as he's like on the floor.
The really hurt one next to you, next to it, is just like, oh shit.
Just the bird makes eye contact with him with just a slow little. It's like, I'm going to sell you to Satan for one corn chip.
I mean, that's technically what they kind of do, according to the Furbolgs.
I nearly forgot. I need to throw rock.
Throw rock.
Stone! 13.
Misses.
Wow, Magic Stone. Eldritch Blast just showed you up today. That never happens.
The paradigms are shifting.
Oh no.
You should take away Agonizing Blast.
The world has changed.
That is turn.
I feel it in the air. All right, Vara.
Okay. I'm gonna just move so I can see what's going on up there as a player. I'm not moving Vara. I'm just moving to see what's going on.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez, that's fun. Okay. So what Vara's gonna do is, Sakura's gonna go run back up to this guy. Hopefully kill him.
Hopefully.
Soccer, use Volt Tackle. That just hits, and that is more than enough. So this one, really wounded, is about to inflict a deadly blow on Garm, and then just Team Rocket pose, just as it gets thunderbolted.
Mm,
You just imagine he smacks it on the ass.
Joy buzzer. God, that's what he does. He literally just has a joy buzzer in his hands. He uses his thumbs.
Alloy gave it to them.
That's gonna be Alloy's next
instead of the-
invention, inspired by soccer.
Instead of a gun, they gave gave him a joy buzzer. Go do a crime.
It's like
Oh,
a
mischief away, little fellow.
like a Joker from Batman type joy buzzer.
He just squares up to them like this.
Okay, and she's gonna come up cautiously and see what's going on. She's gonna go, oh, Jesus Christ. 1 second here. Just measuring some things. Just give me a second.
I still have seen invisibility and nothing invisible slipped in through the door, right?
You have not seen anything that the rest of the group hasn't.
No.
Okay.
It's too big of an explosion for me to do that with, any... Okay, so... I'm gonna grab something that is, look around and see if there's anything heavy enough for, a 4th level catapult.
Eat a bolt.
Yeah, that would work. There's plenty of stuff on those desks and stuff.
And I'm gonna whip it at the guy climbing the bookcase.
Would be good.
Eat one of Garm's weapons.
Which damage?
Just picks up a jar. This bitch empty. Yeet!
Catapult, why aren't you on my list?
I was expecting the chair, just throws a chair at it like she's in a bar fight.
Catapult isn't on my list of damage spells, so...
It is a weird one in that.
It's a dexterity saving throw, so just give me a dex save.
They are doing it. Alright. Oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, big guy passed with a soft 20. Little guy passed with a soft 20.
Okay.
So the object just goes flying past him.
Damn. Quick little fuckers. Alright. She's gonna keep concentration on haste, hoping that Garm comes out of it, and then take her last 5 feet of movement and back up.
Okay. Alright, big guy's turn.
I'm gonna regret this, but Vasky is glowing. He did light himself up.
Oh boy.
Better hope those cuttlefish instincts don't kick in. Glowing thing, and they all just swarm past.
Oh no. Oh boy. For 19 to hit you.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
From that far away?
Yeah, the big guy doesn't move, but the second little tumor-like head on the chest, eyes open, and glances over at Vara. You take... Oof. Alright, you take 23 points of psychic damage, and I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
As well as a concentration check. Okay. Pass that. And pass that. Thank goodness. That could have been very bad.
I want you to know it took me a
23?
second to hear.
It took you what? Yeah, 23.
It took me a minute to register you said tumor, because that's not what I heard when I was like, why does that matter? What the fuck?
Okay.
Alright.
You're still hasted,
Alright.
even though you can't move anywhere, Garm.
Nope. And he's gonna do something about that, probably.
Wait.
No. This guy ain't dumb.
All right, yeah, never mind.
Yoink. Barrels forward. This out, and... Yeah, we're gonna make a slam. We're gonna come on and slam. Seeing how
Who's gonna
much
turn
damage
us into
Hildegard's
jam?
been doing. Oh boy, that is a
He's gonna
26 to
slam
hit
and
Hildegard.
turn us into jam.
Surprisingly, yes, it hits.
Sorry, it hasn't been my turn yet. I can't silvery barbs them.
No, that's fine. I need to change my health pool because I noticed my health pool's not accurate.
Alright, that is 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
as it takes a big swing down at you with its big hammer-like arms. Does it have anything else? Nope, that's turn for him.
Well, then I have to make a happy little concentration check. See how happy it is.
Very
Very
happy,
happy.
in fact.
Yeah,
Perfect.
nice.
You've been hit by bigger than that.
Today, I've been hit by worse today.
The
Yeah.
bear.
She did start with about 64 HP.
Yeah, not great. All right, so Alloy.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This one's dead, right?
Yes, the one that got
Was it
thrown
like
in was clearly dead. Its spine is accordioned.
Ew.
The big guy
Oh
snapped
boy,
for getting his way.
Where's Dirt?
Dirt is on the other side of the wall. You saw him dash over there. He's in the fetal position in a blanket.
Okay, so I can't see him. Alright.
Nope.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. I guess make. Oh, I've got one of these left. How much do I have? Oh no, I still have 4. Make me large, please.
Large. You grow, step on the dead one's head, and it pops.
Yeah. Da-da.
Step on that one, and it pops.
That's fine. We'll clean it up later. Cool. Alright. I'm sorry, you guys up there, but I'm trying to save Garm.
Yeah, do it.
Grappling arm.
That hits.
This one.
Okay.
Blink.
16 bludgeoning.
Noted.
And I
Still
drag
standing.
it closer to me.
This time you launch out. How close does it pull? Like 10 feet or just right up next to you?
I think it's 10 feet. Da-da-da-da. That is at least one size smaller. Yeah, 10 feet straight away from yourself or towards myself. Yeah, 10 feet up to me. Pull it close. Loom above it. Oh god, do I kill? Do I try and kill you, or do I try and kill the other one? Ooh, boy. I only want to attack. I mean, I just grabbed it and
That hits.
woo. Discard. Go away. 12.
Well,
Saved by the 12. All right.
Is it
You
dead?
grapple onto it, hold it up, loom over it, squeeze it, and third time's a charm, it pops. Your arm is
Hey.
freshly lubricated and gross brain matter, but you know,
And then I'm gonna
Good job.
shift down, like, I want to like interpose myself, like, you know, between this one and Garm.
absolutely.
Just like, hey, look at me.
slide
Absolutely.
Garm to the side with your giant foot.
Yeah,
He's just
it's the middle
gently
screen.
push him out of the frame. Just hear the sound of a wooden chair scraping on the floor.
God.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna glare down at that remaining thing.
Okay. All right, that turn.
That's turn.
Ask.
Well, not liking this guy right in my face. But all of them need to do a what's the save? Wisdom saving throw as I cast slow on all of them.
Oh, fun.
Ooh.
All right. Big guy
I
makes
forgot
the
to use
save
my
with
innate
advantage.
sorcery.
The big guy makes the save with advantage.
Ooh.
And because of that, it does thoroughly pass. Little guy fails.
Both of them.
The little guy fails. The big
There's only
one
one left.
passed.
There's only
Oh.
one left.
I thought that one didn't have
No.
a marker on it, so I thought it was alive. Okay.
It's dead. It got bursted through the door by the big guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 right there, so 2 of them
Yeah,
alive. So I
they got
wasn't
an
sure.
X through them. The X means they're dead.
Yeah,
This
that's
one
what I
doesn't
mean.
have the X.
All right, so that one is slowed. And the big guy is completely undeterred and just looks over at you, and you swear you can see a... Huh, that's weird that that's not showing. Huh, that's odd. Either way. Just looks over
And-
at you with both sets of eyes. You could swear you see a mocking intelligence in there.
Hmm. I don't appreciate that, so I'm going to quicken spell. Works for
Nice.
shocker.
That hits.
So that's a good roll for that
Ah.
too.
It is.
I get it.
And
The damage.
yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Well, you
Garm.
hit it with such grasp. You could move.
Yeah, no, I did. I moved back here.
Okay.
Garm,
I still want to
let's
like
see.
remain in eye contact with most of the fight.
Yeah, you can repeat the intelligence saving throw at the end of your turn, and you pass. You are no longer incapacitated, but that was your turn,
Woo!
unfortunately.
Indeed.
So you managed to pass out of it and look around. Your head just was screaming static for a second. You see most of them are dead, a big nobody, and the familiars are making pretty quick work of things. And also, it really hurts. And then you see the big guy.
Yeah, Alloy is like is interposing themselves between you and the last one, and like looks over their shoulder at you with like concern, like, "Are you alright?"
This one is slowed.
So it only
Just-
gets 1 attack or bonus action.
Yep.
Or, well,
Let's
either an
see.
action or a bonus action. And only
Yep.
1 attack if it takes the attack action.
All right. All right, so speed is halved. Okay. It's going to try to go for the wounded prey. It will get an attack of opportunity if you haven't used yours. You haven't used your reaction yet, I don't think.
Not
I
since
just had
their
my
new
turn.
turn.
So.
Punch it.
Launch it.
Yep, nobody. Go for it. That hits. 12.
And I
Good to
drag
see
it
you.
back to me again.
It tried to slowly creep away from you.
And it tries to streak away and just pull it right back.
Mer- Well, it's still technically within range.
Yeah.
All right.
It
Trying to
has
hit Garm.
disadvantage.
It does. And because of that, it rolled a nat 1.
Woo!
Yay!
Congratulations. All right, back up the round
gotta get
to
popped,
Hildegard.
you little guy.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to do is move back because Vask shocking grasped it. I can move. I think
You sure
that's
can.
how it still works.
Yep.
So she gonna move back with the Vasky boy in front of her. Actually, no, she's not going to do that. She's a former cleric. She's going to stand in front of Vask. My bad.
Oh, no, you
Aw.
should, because Vask has still over 100 hit points.
See, the problem is my character's an idiot.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
We never discourage idiocy.
Yeah.
She's still running that cleric software.
Yeah, the only time Vask got hurt the entire night was when the parasites
parrots.
exploded.
The parasites, yeah.
Well, I'm going to use my final spell slot to blight the big dude. Why
Oh.
did you not roll? Why did you do that?
Weird. Alright, con
No.
save 18.
I'm going to try. There.
Ooh, nasty.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
God damn.
I mean, he's only gonna take half of that, but that's still a good amount of damage, even halved.
He's resistance?
No, he passed the save.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh. I'm good with that.
He's chunky.
And now it's on to, of course, Bodek's action. She starts the Magic Stone. Laug, who was sitting on Garm's head, sees the Garm boy wake up, pecks him lightly on the forehead, and then gestures like, "Come on, samurai, we have a world to burn." And he's going to flippy flap down the track over here, and
Careful! You are leaving in combat space of the
Oh,
thing.
it's slowed. No reactions.
Yep, no
Oh,
reactions.
yeah!
and he's then going to Dragon's Breath this thing from behind at an angle, so he's not,
Flies up behind, just
This way.
impressive cock and freeze fire.
No!
God.
Whoa!
No!
Johnny Silverhand quotes.
Oh, God. I don't want to think of any of these things having cocks. Thank you.
Oh, that's an 18 is kind of lukewarm damage, but
If Frog and Loud come back as roosters. Now there's a familiar for someone, a rooster.
that doesn't.
Yes, a cock.
So did he
That's the
pass his,
scrappiest little thing on the planet. Let's see.
or
Actually
half of
failed that
18?
one, amazingly.
Oh,
Dex a
18
little.
Fire, 18 fire damage. He's just got
Not
scorched
bad.
across his back. And then, not to be outdone, Raug peeks out around and Magic Stone. There's my Magic Stone.
Stone.
Nice damage.
Crack. This is nasty ass round for Hildegard, actually. She starts throwing
That was
stuff.
very
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's turn. She's
Needed.
playing bodyguard for
Back.
Vask. And,
Yep.
nuked the big guy a bit.
Congratulations, you successfully warlocked.
Yay.
You know,
Alright.
I knew as soon as we entered this room, like one of the previous sessions, and saw that there was line of sight with this room, like, we're gonna fight something in here sometime.
Alright, Laura.
Alright. Soccer.
That
Those
misses.
You might get advantage by flanking.
Even with the loss from slow, that would still miss.
Yeah, would I get flanking if I did it from here?
You would, yes.
I was.
Just be careful soccer doesn't disappear into the doorway.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh God.
That one hits. Okay, 14.
So
Noted.
that one, and
How it's-
then let's see how far can you get. Oop, that's the wrong thing. She can get here. Does she want to get here though? Not really. Wants to get here so she can see what's going on. That's the problem with being back here. I couldn't see what the hell was going on up there.
It's not fun over here, I gotta say.
Mhm. Might have to turn you into a crab again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something interesting and try a Ray of Frost against the big guy there.
Okay.
So he maybe has to move a little slower. So
Not a bad move. Let's see what you do.
roll, please. Thank you. There you go.
12.
Well, at least the 19 was.
It hits.
So he takes 12 cold damage, and
Alright.
he's reduced by 10 feet.
Man, just got hit by a fire attack too. Y'all are doing some really gross things to his skin.
Well,
Burned it, now she's soothing it with ice.
I didn't
Burn
like
and
the
flash
After
gross.
getting
didn't like the
Pain
way
is no match for the icy hot patch.
I didn't like the way it
also
smelled.
blighted.
And I'm gonna move back over here so it can't see me and do that thing again.
Smart.
Fuck you.
Alright. Meant to stay. He's got meant to stay there. Alright. Gonna move there. Alright. Alright, it is going to. This time it leans down, clearly in pain from those attacks. And that is a 21 to hit Hildegard.
Yeah.
Alright. Where are you? There you are. Hmm.
The contemplation.
How mean is he gonna be?
I did just
We're
blow
feeling-
him the fuck up last turn.
We're feeling mean. We're feeling mean.
Boy.
Alright. So he makes. Yeah, we're gonna make 2 slam attacks on you. First one is 17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh no, nat 20.
Silvery barbs.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good call.
I was waiting
Good
to see
call.
if one of those was a natural 20.
Alright. That's still a 21 on the lower roll, but much better than the alternative.
And I'm
Who
going
you
to
giving
give
advantage
advantage to Hildegard, since she's standing right in front of me.
That was
And I
a
don't
much
think I can
stronger attack. That was 25 on Hildegard.
Ouch.
So you're feeling it a little.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Do
Do you need to be
Feeling it.
Mr. Krabs right now?
Alright, that's turn. Back with Alloy.
I like to think at some point during this, we just, through the mental link, scream at Midge, "Oh god, it's going bad in here." And it's just like, she's just there eventually like, "Oh, what?"
Just
We're
imagine.
shutting
Yeah.
down all of our screaming by the time
Midge doesn't
it's
know how to
over?
open it.
Oh,
Midge
no.
doesn't know how to
Oh, no!
open the safe.
I'm just imagining she waited, and then nobody said anything, and she's like, "No, they must be okay." She sits down, she starts eating the sandwich, and halfway the sandwich, the screaming starts.
Yeah, Godfrey is just eating a fucking chicken tuna salad upstairs.
Yeah, Midge and Gottfried are having a conversation.
Oh, God. I'm going to move.
So we're both from Gulmada. That's cool.
How about those
Nobody's
snails?
gonna look. Nobody's gonna look at the little one left and just like glare down at it, but turn to the big guy and going to cast Booming Blade.
Nice.
Do-do-do. That's alright. Next.
100%
30.
hits. Almost a crit.
Yeah, 27 6 thunder damage.
Yeah,
How do
if
you
that
want
was
to do
a
this to
crit.
this guy?
Yeah.
Wow, that was almost
So
max.
okay, nobody looks at the little one they had in their hand and drops it, turns around and like the chain drags along the ground and then retracts, and then they shoot out as this thing is looking down at you, Hildegard. The head is just, no, her hand grasps his head and then yanks it off.
Predator kill. Fun.
Yeah, I want it spinal cord.
I'm gonna mount that on the wall like a trophy.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you do so. It
And-
is a nasty play. It is not clean. Y'all up there in front of him, you both are going to get soaked in some pretty gross fluids. But, you know,
Sorry,
The birds
you
are
have
happy.
prestidigitation,
better
you'll
than
be
that.
fine.
it's better than
And it-
death.
Falls down to the ground, leaving just this one poor guy who is literally too slow to react.
I really forgot you do 2 con checks. 1.
And
2.
because I pulled it towards me, like I ripped its head off in my direction, momentum-wise, it should not fall on top of you, Hildegard.
The bird
good.
flies out of the way.
That's good. It's very good.
Just
I
flies
think
out
the
of the way
birds
as
would
it
be
comes
happy
crashing
about
down.
being in the gore splash zone.
Enjoying every second of it. All right. Vask, we got one left.
Yeah, I hate that I can't just click and drag like I can when I'm DMing. It's weird. Yeah, move forward. Kind of stepping around the body to get a visual.
Yeah, it's a big guy, so you are going to have to step around it.
Oh, and then, you know what? Go this way because I would have to go around Alloy if I went that way. So I'm going to go this way. Seeing the guy that I slowed. Yeah, it worked last time.
That hits.
And this one I'm going to do poison.
Okay. All right. Still standing. Not loving it. It's still reacting to the guy's head getting wrenched off.
And
It's like,
sorcery
oh,
point to click in
my.
it again.
That hits. Okay. He's looking pretty rough.
Okay, well that's my turn.
Garm.
Darn.
You're still hasted. I think.
That hits.
Finish him.
So yeah, as Vask sends out 2 bursts of energy, this creature sickened, slowly reacting, like slow motion, lurching in pain, moving away. It unknowingly backs in. You've just stuck your knife out straight and it skewers itself on it. By the time it realizes it's done it, it's too late. Runs out of strength and just falls limp down to the ground in slow motion.
It got dread slow mode.
And that's it. It gets quiet.
Ah. I'm gonna grab this big dead body and just like shuffle it to the open door and try to use it as a makeshift block for the door for now.
So
Yeah,
our
I'll
Skinner's out of your
telekinetically
way.
lift it.
Like, ew.
Because yeah, telekinesis, I can move anything up to huge size, so I'll help drag it over.
Are they gone? Oh my god!
Yeah, I think these were what were chasing you, Dird.
Yeah, they're dead now.
I don't like how big that one's hands are.
No.
Nobody holds up. Alloy holds up its head. I had a souvenir.
Good for you.
Okay, I'm gonna dissect the other head.
Where did
Yeah.
Alright, can you preserve this? Can you preserve this one, Vask? I want to hang it up.
Yeah, just Bask just is like internally, and you can hear it over the like, I'm so sleepy.
God, I know. I'm so tired.
It's like past dawn already, I think.
Yeah. You guys have been up for more than 24 hours at this point.
So
Oh,
I know we're gonna get some hit points back for short resting, but Vara's gonna go over and use her dragon vessel and give it to Garm.
What quality is that again?
It is a greater,
Thank you.
I think.
44
Wait a
plus
second.
4.
uh,
It's an
Wait a second.
awakened dragon vessel, right?
Yeah, I'm
Superior then.
a superior. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're taking action, you can get max back from that.
all right. Dirt, are you hurt? Are you injured?
Physically, no.
Emotionally,
There's no saving that one.
Hey, look.
yep. I feel that one.
Look. Yeah, I get it. Vara, come here.
Vask starts
Why?
using telekinesis to pile up the
What do you
bodies.
Wow,
I have
that's not what
my,
I pictured. I didn't think they had hands.
They were probably
ones
slapping you with
had
these gestures to the tentacles.
He kicks one of them and then pokes it a couple of times. Oh, how do you like that? Oh.
Vara,
What?
27, dang.
you get healed.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I'm full after that.
Okay.
They killed a guard
Uh,
needs it more than anybody now.
Yeah. Heal the card? Yeah, nobody's just. Alright, everybody come here. Medicinal acid for everybody!
The guard's leaning against the wall, just breathing hard, not really moving. You know, Laug specifically did not dogpile the corpses to eat. He actually flew over to her.
The retractable hand comes over and grabs you and very gently pulls you closer.
An image.
Stone grinding sound effect.
She doesn't really react, but she does make a groan.
And I apply that 23 healing.
Thank you.
Ah.
Arm, how are you looking?
I'm fine.
30 HP.
Well,
I
you
was
have
that-
that. You have that potion if you take it.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
He's at 50
Yeah,
HP.
I'm applying my healing to people who need it.
Ow.
That's why I
I'm
am
at
the
93
healer.
now.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
Well, it was a superior, not a greater.
To reveal how much HP I had, I was on 4.
Ooh,
Okay, you're getting another healing.
Vask
Yeah.
was at 104 this entire time. He did not get hit.
I think your cleric software needs to be updated.
24 HP.
Thank you.
You're
Oh,
welcome. Okay.
Wow.
Maybe you need. Oh god! If I get Hildegard, if you take the Fell Pearl and it starts orbiting, I could just imagine one of the birds sitting on it and orbiting, and just be like Hildegard, just be like, "Okay, I'm getting dizzy. Stop that."
Or worse,
Under.
one of them swallows it and just starts orbiting without opening its wings.
Danger.
Well, it's a grapefruit-sized
okay.
one, so it's very noticeable. I don't know if I can
Them
shrink it
dead,
down.
do you feel? Do you feel a little safer?
Yeah, you guys kick their asses. Wow. Man, there's such a long
Man.
list of people I'd love to see that done too.
Well, you'll have to tell us about them sometime.
Maybe I will. Oh man,
You're
I wonder if that's all of them. Oh man, I should go see if all the stuff I stashed is still in here. He immediately
I
darts
wouldn't-
into the tunnel.
okay.
The door is propped open, right?
It is open now, yeah.
Should we send a familiar after him?
We can't leave,
Sucker.
so
Just pick up soccer and toss him in.
Oh, he's been
That's-
following him around the room, if you've noticed.
Oh, nice.
Just hear a little clack, 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 clack of his little raccoon feet.
Because he's about the same
Gremlin
size.
recognizes Gremlin.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
What rule would be used for investigating these buddies?
Depending on what you want to get out of them.
Try to see what they are, really.
Arcana, medicine, stuff like that.
You want me to help you? Because put our Fellspawn expert powers together.
Well,
Well, monster.
Vasquez isn't sure that
expert.
they're Felsmod, but yeah. So.
Roll with advantage then.
24.
24.
Okay. These are not Fellspawn. You do not know what they are. You don't recognize them. They're none of the trademark qualities at all.
And not crawl related either.
Nope. They are nothing you recognize. Just know that these ones were emaciated and clearly starving, whereas this one clearly was doing all of the eating.
Probably eating
Ah.
the little ones.
Yeah, probably eating them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna.
That note mentioned guardians. Guess we just met a few.
I'm gonna go make sure he doesn't get himself killed in there, and I'm gonna hunch into through the doorway to quickly follow after Dird.
I was big enough for the other guys, so you should be fine.
Yep, it's a
Funnier
full
that-
hallway.
It's funnier
like-
this way.
Maybe you should fix the door.
I will, but I'm not gonna fix it while he's inside.
You follow Dird down a few winding pathways. It is, based on his initial descriptions, you expected it to be a lot more labyrinthine than it is, but there's actual light in here now. And he makes plentiful remarks about the fact, like, wow, it's surprisingly easy to navigate this space now. I was crawling around in the dark for weeks. Huh. Wow,
Oh,
things
I
are
wonder what
looking up.
day.
Everything's coming up, Dird.
God, don't say that.
He,
That's where it goes wrong.
What?
If we can't get you back, are you all right?
This is so much better now that those brain-eating monsters are gone.
I'm surprised there's not more of them, honestly.
Me too.
don't jinx it, you
Like, I'm
two.
not-
Sucker's giving
You
you
know,
the evil eye.
He really
I would
is.
I would ask him how he knows they're brain eating.
Wait, yeah. Wait a minute. Dird,
Oh, what? What?
how do you know they ate brains?
They told me.
What?
In no uncertain terms, they projected the image of them ripping my head open and eating my brains while I laid there watching.
Oh, they're fucked up.
What the fuck? Well, they're dead
Oh,
now.
we did see that one try to eat Blood's brain, so
Oh yeah. Well, they're dead now. They can't do that.
Hell yeah. Okay, I think the room I came from is nearby. I
What
think.
did you stash in here?
The stuff I stole.
Do you know what it was?
I don't know, just stuff. Stuff that looked expensive.
bring it out and we can check it out.
All right. Yeah. We'll help you check it out once we're back.
So we might now have an entry into Enkelbit that doesn't lead directly to Ichabod. Like
Yeah.
some other mage.
Not sure.
But he might think we're thieves.
Alright, so.
We're not thieves,
What does he bring
scavengers.
out from that room?
What you pick out, it takes a little while. In fact, it takes a pretty long time. He gets turned around a little bit. No, I could have sworn I went this way. Man, it'd be so much easier if the lights weren't on. I got real good at hiding from those things, let me tell you.
Man, how many days were you in here? Weeks? What was it?
You lose track of time when you're in a constant state of near-death panic from things constantly thinking into your head that they're going to eat your brain.
That's fair.
How are you big?
Oh, it's my my armor.
That doesn't seem like it
Yeah,
makes sense, but okay.
It's magic armor.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
I'm
I copied
I'm
the
an
homework of big people.
I did that. Shut up.
But
I'm
literally
an
did.
Arda. No, I didn't.
I thought
Big
you
in
said
more
you
than
were
one sense.
inspired. I thought you were inspired by the giant rune magic.
When did we see giant rune magic?
It foregone
Oregon.
where all the giants
Did
are.
we see any like? Yeah, but like,
Either
did
way.
we see any that was like
Yeah.
giant? Really?
Any.
Anyway.
Anyways,
His knife.
There were things. Either way.
Yeah.
You eventually
Um,
do find another room, but it's just a big empty expanse. Damn it. I don't remember this one. There's nowhere to hide in here at all. The only thing you see on the wall in terms of noteworthy imagery, it's the same dark stonework. There is, in true Kingdom Hearts fashion, a keyhole just plainly sitting on the wall.
Ah, shit. Nobody's gonna clock that. Could nobody have been mapping this?
As you went along, sure.
Cool. I am proficient at cartography. I'd
So
imagine
it's
like at
just
first they
you-
weren't, but
Just you, Dirt, and
Yeah,
Soccer in there.
nobody like puts their hand against the wall near the keyhole. Interesting. Gives it a slight push to see if there's any give.
Nothing.
Is this where you came from?
Doesn't look like it. But then again, the lights were out, but there was definitely a door, I remember. It shut behind me, and then I spent about 8 minutes trying to get it open.
Was there any door handle?
There was, yeah. Looked just like the door I entered through. I pulled out my best lockpicking stuff, which I later had to throw away because it was dead weight weighing me down. Really makes you think about what you're doing with your life.
Well, you're safe now, and you can start thinking about what you're doing with your life.
I mean, I'm
Here.
stuck here, so I think that limits my possibilities a little bit.
Yeah,
You
but
know-
you're not.
You know, could be worse.
Could have your brain eaten.
Yeah, or you guys could have killed me or taken all my stuff. How do I know you're not going to do that right now?
Because if we wanted to hurt you, we could have done it many times very easily.
Yeah, but then I presented the possibility of having stuff that I stole.
See, I didn't think you had. I didn't think you had it anymore because you were, running through here.
Yeah, I guess. That's good enough for me. My head hurts.
Let's find your belongings, and we'll help you figure out what it all is.
You know what? I think I need to sleep some more before I do that. This room's fine, I guess.
What? No, it's not.
The only
It
other
is-
one we
it is-
found.
it
I'll find
It's a
others.
It's a mysterious room with a mysterious keyhole in a mysterious labyrinth. It is not a safe place to sleep, nerd.
Where do you guys sleep?
In our wagon.
So my options are sleeping in an unsafe space and sleeping in another unsafe space. Gotcha.
Hey, back in the main room at least, I could probably repair this door.
Sure
then you
worked
could have
great last
bed.
time.
Soccer's gonna look at you and go, he's got a point. Give you kind of like a shrug, like, got you there.
Yeah, they don't have a comeback for that one. Uh, your point is made.
He just
Would
skitters
you
around
rather
the
sleep,
room a little bit. Like,
rather sleep right here or in a bed?
I mean, I've slept on the ground plenty of times in my life. You get used to it. Honestly, sometimes beds make me feel like I have it too easy.
You've been starving for days or weeks. You
Yeah,
deserve some. You deserve some comfort.
debatable.
No, it's not. Dirt,
Sure it is.
you're a person. You deserve respect.
But respect and a bed to sleep on are not the same thing.
In my book, they are. In this case, they are.
Well, good luck. You can have my respect to sleep on.
No,
I
no,
mean,
come here. They go. They pick him up.
Don't hurt me.
Uh, Dirt, I'm not gonna hurt you.
You are
Just
hurting
bringing
me,
you
though.
food.
Emotionally.
I am. Oh, okay. They put him back down.
Immediately skitters off. I'll find my stuff eventually. As he just takes another turn down another corridor.
Soccer throws up his little hands like he's saying, "Well,"
Yeah.
and then he like brushes them off like, "Well, I'm done with this shit." He can go and die in this labyrinth, and he comes back out the door.
Yeah, Dirt, we'll check on you. We'll bring you food.
Are you gonna leave more of that soup?
I can ask if we can make more.
Hooray!
Don't go hurting yourself.
I'm not gonna do that to myself. That's stupid.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
you're
don't have the best track record, to be fair.
not making the best argument that you're not dumb.
You don't have the best track record, to be fair.
Can't hear you.
Well, I guess that's. So we have our kobold living in our walls now. Head back. Eventually comes
So
out.
he's staying in the safe,
Well-
right? Not the labyrinth.
No, he's in the labyrinth.
Right now, he's in the labyrinth looking around. He just ran off.
Well, everybody, he's still in there scurrying around the now lit labyrinth, which is basically like the hand Vask, some sheets, a sheet of paper. I started mapping that. There's more to it, but this room right here has a keyhole in it, no door.
You came back and the bodies are like sitting around. They're like propped up.
Oh my god, they're having tea.
Not that far yet. He hasn't secured a tea set. But no, they're just shoved off to the side, waiting for like disposal and
Yeah.
investigation.
Dirt is. I don't know. He's exploring, I suppose.
That's
Might keep him
insane.
there.
Yeah, probably.
To be fair, he needs some time to recover. He went through an ordeal.
Once one
Apparently,
gazes into the
he-
void, there is no returning.
I mean, I looked at you, and I'm fine.
They get chatty when
welcome.
they're sassy.
Well, these things were intelligent enough to send images into Dirt's mind of eating his brain.
So they were psychics and they eat brains.
One did latch onto Blub's face before Blub popped.
Yeah, it looked really disappointed that there wasn't any cream filling, so to speak.
Brains aren't
or
cream.
jelly filling.
That's closer. Brains do have more of a consistency like Jello. Yeah.
Gross.
I know things.
Oh, just look at the bird, hypocrite. I've seen you eat brains.
Just does a who me kind of pose.
I think
Alright,
when like
so
I think when like Garm has trapped rabbits for dinner, we've tossed the brains to them. Just be like, okay, here, have the scraps.
Yeah, you toss them all the stuff that you can't eat, and every time they go, "Wow, this is awful."
They still eat it though.
Like, and
They're
these are the
making,
guts.
they're making a pun.
oh my god!
Oh, yeah, I get it. Awful.
So I'm going to set up a little nest in here till he comes back. I just want to make sure he's alright.
Now, we should be careful. Well, I mean, there's a whole bed here, so if the theory about him being here too long means he can't leave, that's probably don't want to spend too long here.
That's a good point, yeah. What's the point of a little workspace if you can't stay here?
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole living space. But who knows? Maybe because he was spent time in between safes in whatever liminal space
Can I-
connects them like that.
Can I make an Arcana check?
You can try, sure.
You can always try banishing him back, but who knows where he'll pop out.
12.
Oh my god. That's a 2! That's a
Whoa.
2, guys!
We've had a lot of you tonight, 12. We're happy to have you. You're a member
I
of the
try?
family. You can,
It's
sure.
been a long day. No, nobody tries to think, and there's just like smoke coming from their head.
Come on, 12. Come on, 12. Come on, 12. Hey!
Even
Ow.
better.
Yeah, I got no clue when it comes to this stuff.
God, do you want me to
Yeah,
try?
it's
Do you want me to try?
Please,
Go
wizard.
for it.
I'm almost
for
to
it.
just say no, just because how you top this.
I could roll a
Come on,
2.
natural 20, natural 20, natural 20.
Okay. Beans. You still got nothing. It's like you do not know enough about this place to be able to make a good deduction about it. But you do know, at least you know that there was another room that was completely blank and had a keyhole in the wall.
Wait.
Well,
Maybe he can try picking it again sometime.
let's not encourage
Or-
that.
We could try one of the keys we have, but I think we need all three to open it on the other side, so...
Don't worry, it's just the door to darkness.
You can't say that and then say don't worry.
Yeah, Alloy,
Come.
I think
Um,
we need to fix these doors.
I don't want to lock him in there.
I know, but still, we need to fix
Make
them
a
in
little
case.
doggy door for him then.
You know? Sure.
We do that, and an intellect
So-
devourer is going to crawl in and eat, you know,
Not before you tame it.
yeah, Vask would like us.
Kitty.
Yeah, boy, that would have been funny back any session prior to this. You have nobody and us.
Ha!
Exact opposites, mortal foes to the end.
Come, open your heart.
Alright, so
Let's fix the door.
you work on fixing the door. No matter how much you
Let's
try, it does not lock shut. It is just simple and easy to open now.
Oh boy.
Oh, great.
In fact, a convenient door handle has appeared in the middle the first time you shut it back, and it's so easy to do. No matter what you try from either side, it does not lock.
Well,
Throws their arms up.
at least Dird won't get
Pick him
trapped in
up.
there again.
writes a little note for Derd, pauses, not sure what languages he reads, writes it in several languages of door not locked.
Well, according to him,
We
he was
headed
able to
out.
just push in, right? Or did he have to pick the
Yeah.
lock?
He was just able to come right in.
Yeah, door not locked. We headed out. We'll come to check on you later. Looks to Vask. He was
We'll
wanted
leave
to know if
food.
you could make him more soup.
Yeah, we'll leave.
Or more
We'll leave him
soup.
some food.
Yeah. Then we'll bring soup. And sticks it to the door. Okay, I'm
Okay.
going to go fucking sleep if it kills me.
Yeah,
Leaves.
we'll deal with
Yep.
those. Points at the pile of bodies in the side. We'll deal with those later.
This box might just clean them itself.
Oh shit, you're right. Well, no, because Vasquez has been storing things down here already, right? And they haven't
Yeah.
been.
Yeah,
cleaned up.
anything that you have put in like a jar or something has stayed where it was. It typically, you think you've put the theory together that it has to be contained within something that was already in here.
Okay, then could
Anything
I,
left
with,
over might disappear.
then with Garm's help, to butcher some of the big guy up, to shove some of these bits into crates if there are any.
Okay.
For later study.
Yeah, like the head that Alloy ripped off. We also want to dissect the other head, and just check the smaller ones that aren't pulped, because you
Absolutely.
stepped on several and crushed them.
3 of them had their heads exploded.
Yeah. That now, with the whole thing about them being psychics and eating brains, Vask really wants to take a look at those brains.
Here.
Oh, and no, sorry, Alloy. It's gonna take a while.
Fine, we're all getting used to it.
Yeah, once we're back up in the tower and getting ready to fall asleep, Vask is like kind of in that like up for 24 hours, so kind of loopy, second wind. He's just like, so full disclosure, I meant to bring this up, but I didn't want to sour the mood with the 2 coppers. But Vask will pull out the jar, and there is a very familiar porous bone fragment inside. A fragment of the fell dragon's
Clearly.
crest.
I'll get mad at you tomorrow.
Okay. Just wanted the full disclosure
Collapse.
thing and tucks the piece of Ectol away.
Tomorrow. Flops into the nest.
All right.
Sleepy
Heavy
time.
heads. Heavy heads. It's like lots of questions and maybe just the slightest bit more understanding about your mysterious passage safe.
No.
Not really. More questions, actually.
A lot of you depart to sleepy time. And that's where we will end for the night.